Alrighty, what is up everybody? Welcome to another stream. I kind of have to rush the starting of the stream because I'm very close to actually getting to GC. And if I get to GC, I can try to get a win and get that radiance, the 10k radiance that you can get from the objective. And maybe actually wait. I gotta put a victory shield. If I don't lose a single match or something, I think there's a chance we can make it. Because, you know, there's technically 2 hours, but Kabam stream starts in like an hour and 10. So we basically have an hour and 10 to do, I think, is it 5 wins? I think, because I need 1 to get to Vibranium 2, and I think you need another 4, maybe 5. I don't know. How long till the stream? An hour and 10 minutes. Hello, Brian. Hello, MD. Ham. Hello, hello. This is the second stream of the day for me. Nice. Okay. Chaos. Okay, so I actually did rank up some champions with free to play. And yeah, I did rank up I ranked up Ruby up to rank 4. She's ranked 4 200. And then I also took Wave to rank 4. She's not 200, but she's like 60, I think. But yeah, I've been loving using them. Ruby's just so fire, bro. And she's banned. Dang it. I just gotta pull her in the main at some point. The Kabam stream is like an hour from now. Feels so empty not having my assignments or schoolwork to do. Good morning from the Pacific Northwest of... Dude, it's good though, man. It's good that you don't have to deal with that, right? It's good. Is My Hero Ultra Rumble crossplay? Yes, it is. Yeah, you can play. There is a setting. You turn it on. You can play with PlayStation. You can play with Nintendo. Can you play on Nintendo? I think you can, right? You can play with PC, Xbox, whatever you want. Two days away from for Bong. Yeah, my Bong is coming very soon too. What's up, Will? We opening reaction channel? We opening react. What do you mean? What's up, rank 5 Maddie or rank 5 Ruby? Whoever you want the most. I'm not gonna help you with that. That's your decision. Whoever you like playing the most. It's the only answer I can give you. Okay, you have a rank 4 Bastion, but can he really take? He probably can, but Kingpin is pretty good in this meta, yeah. In GC though, he's a little tricky to play because you go from reverse controls to no reverse controls and you have to like pay attention. Creep, are you thinking of downloading it? Like playing? Did you watch me today or something? Yo, what's up, Nicola? Even rank for Jack can take Britain. I feel like Bastion is gonna take better, but probably needs like either 3 special 1s or special 1, which might buy me some time. Find out. Here I think I'll use Spot, but it's not a great fight. No one else I want to use Spot though, so I'm using. Gotta get some quick wins if I want to get that Radiance. I mean, sure, buddy, like, what are we doing? No, I did a freaking light attack because of the node, bro. What am I doing? This messed me up. I should have just played Spot. The usual way. Dang it, dude. He's messing me up. Is that still gonna kill him? No. But all I have to do is just phase 1 hit. And now he throws the SP2, he dies. Alright, we're good. Full yellow bar. That was like such an awful fight. Nice, thank you, rank 5 Britain. Nathan, how you doing? Also, 100 charges on Shocker can take even rank 5 A2 champions, but make sure you have no weakness. Yes, yeah. Yep. I watched you play today and it seems fun. Nice, good stuff. Good stuff. It is very fun. I love it. I love that game. What's up, Jopo? Ruby or Pixie? Who should I rank for first? Ruby. Like it, Ruby more than Madeline is just so broken. I know, dude. I know. Ruby is the freaking GOAT. I've been telling you guys. That's why I really want her. She's so fun. She's so fun and so good. I already did one fight with her against the rank 5 onslaught. I think I did the fight in 50 seconds. One rotation. Just destroyed him. So he's gonna go Toad, huh? I haven't seen Toad versus Fury in a while. I want to see how the 7-star does it. It's an interesting one. How would you rate Madeline? I think Madeline is overall better than Ruby. If everything matters, you know, if Colosseum matters, if long form matters. I think Ruby is superior though in BG specifically. But Madeline is just broken in terms of damage. She does too much, you know? Too much. Alright, you can throw a special if you want. Man, I wish every champion had the reach. The same reach as Onslaught heavy attack. Like, it's just so nice. Just always connects. Did I miss another Kabam stream? What is it, this Friday? It is today. You didn't miss it, but it's today. Like, this heavy reach is just insane. I love it. Why am I not, like, applying any more neural shocks? I only got 10 after a special one. It's insane, bro. Ah, that was ambitious. She's gonna get the pure light for me. That's fine. I don't have too many debuffs on me. Didn't really do much. Just gotta get the special one. But I don't have too much degen. I'll try to parry that. Oops. Okay, she's dead. She should be dead. Or close to it. Let's see. Oh, this is a very slow fight. I just realized. This is super slow. I don't think this is gonna be a win. Yeah. 100 seconds it took him? Wow, we almost... Wait. 7 points? That's fun. Okay, I think I'll throw down Mojo. The big Mojo. Yeah. The stream is in an hour. Are you banning Ruby on the main account since you don't have it? I mean, I didn't play, but probably. Oh wow, he's doing that. Why would he do that? The only counters that I've seen people use against Ruby so far are Thanos and Carolina. I haven't seen any other special ones. What's up, Static? I'm doing good. How about you? Got Doctor Strange instead of Madeline, kind of bummed. Yeah. Strange is solid, but like he's just not at the level. I'll throw another special one just to be safe. See if I can kill her. Okay, no more weakness on me. No, I did another one, dang it. Okay, we throw this, and this is what I like to do against Jean, guys. So her shield is not broken, so I'm gonna do this, a quick one. This is gonna break the shield, and then the next one is going to just fully kill her. Because if you fully charge it when she has the force field activated, she didn't die. Oh, it increased the weakness. Yeah, if you fully charge it when she has the force field, it's gonna absorb it. It's not gonna deal a lot of damage. It's gonna be capped. But this is what I like to do against Jean. Nice. What about Ghost Rider? Should I rank him up? Problem with Ghost Rider is, even at 6-200, he's not super impressive to me when I compare him to other mystics. But he's pretty fun though. Ruby's kind of annoying with defense. I know, dude. That's why I had the video. You can make sure to check the video that I posted. I figured she'd be annoying. That's why I wanted to post one. And I'll make another one once they give us Ruby on the CCP map. Shatra over Madeline Silk Wave? Shatra, what? Are we sure about that, Yold? Do you know if there will be Twitch drops with today's stream? I have no idea, but I'm guessing they might resume the drops for the June live stream they did like two weeks ago. So if people didn't get those drops, they might have a chance to get them now to continue them. But we'll see. I have no inside info about that. Someone did my rank 3 Ruby with Carolina. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Most people have been using Carolina and Thanos against mine too. But it's not like they are doing perfect scores. Because like with Carolina, it's a little weird. Because if you get unlucky with where the sun is gonna get placed, you might be in a spot where you have to wait her auto block, and then you just lose your lose the space. Just don't have the sun anymore. Spider's disaccounted for Ruby, so you can turn on using it. 97% health in 58 seconds. Ruby, okay, Ruby for interesting. So I'm guessing, yeah, that's actually a good call because you don't bait too many specials. I mean, it's Cantona, so he's very good, but I'm guessing it's actually a decent fight. Because like the same reason. The same reason why I think Spider-Ham is amazing for Ruby is because you can push her to a special 2 and she still throws a special 1, but she takes the extra damage. So I'm guessing that's what he did with Spider 2. You can just push her over the special 1, and if you just block, she doesn't throw it. People like Wave. I like Wave. I like her. I already did record one fight off stream that was against I think it was my rank 4 versus a rank 4 Nico. And I finished the fight in around, I think, 62 seconds. Pretty much fully yellow bar. Very solid. She's just gonna be your go-to for Nico, Kindred, and there's a one, Enchantress. Yeah, I mean, those three she just destroys. I don't think she's as fast as Lizard for Nico, because Lizard is like the perfect counter for Nico. You basically just get a Fury effect to help you out. Whenever you're just immune. But Wave is just incredibly safe. Have I done Wave versus Maddie? No, I haven't done that. Do you want to throw the special with Unblockable with Catalina against Ruby? Ideally. Ideally. Because if there's an auto block, she might auto block you. Just my opinion, Madeline and overrated or Wave are overrated. It's good that you added your opinion, because definitely not. I can see some people saying Wave. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think anyone knows much about Wave, so she cannot be overrated. Nobody said she's a god tier. But for Madeline, we know we have a lot of info. We've seen people have ascended level 1s. You know, MST did some insane stuff in the Coliseum. I don't think she's overrated. She just needs to be... You need to have a cooperative AI. Okay. This draft is not looking super great to me. I don't have a good Elena counter. Also, I don't know where to use my Tigra. Okay, I can do this here. Got your second rank 5 after completing rank 9, so do challenges or wait for any event to get another rank 5. Do the challenges, why not? Try to become Elder as fast as possible. I thought Ruby punishes unblockable attacks. Does she? Are you sure? Oh wait, yeah, she does. Yeah, if you break her block. That's right, actually. Yeah, that's a good call. I haven't done the fight, so I'm not like 100% sure, but I think you're right there on that one. What about Pixie? I haven't tested Pixie much, but I do like her still. I think she's gonna be one of the underrated ones. And I'm not saying that because like I think she's OP, I think she's just okay. This fight is a lot annoying in this meta because you can't really spam heavies. You have to do different attacks. Kind of annoying. No, I'm gonna kill her now. Wait, do I do 5% or do I do 3, guys? I really don't remember. I think I do 3. Yes, okay, there we go. That was W. It's a W. I freaking love Sentinel, man. I swear, everyone that says this guy is not good, bro. What are you saying? Why procedure matters with the new elder difficulty, because I can't see the level high in Bergward. Yeah, they kind of Hunter. They kind of changed that. You can't see like the next one for some reason, but I guess there are some hidden ranks. Rank 5 him then, bro. I want to rank 5 him, bro. I really want to, but I am just in love with Ruby now. What do you want from me? When does Kabam stream start? It starts in 57 minutes from now. Okay, Pav or Tiger? I think Tiger is gonna be a hard fight. Let's just try to win this here. Hello, Soham. Open 20 plus Titans and got no Ruby or Madeline, bro. Yeah, it sucks, dude. I don't know. I don't know why. Man, their power control this guy has is just ridiculous. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, she has like half a bar. And I've thrown like 2 special ones already. Like, that's just ridiculous. Holy. Lots of furies as well. Oh, that's gonna weakness. Dang it. Do I throw another special one? Just, yeah, just to be safe. Just to be safe. I think now I'll just go in. Just do one more of these, bait a heavy attack. And she's 100% dead. I just want to go like for one more special one. Just because she's rank 5 and I'm rank 4. And I'm not super... Nice. Yeah, I'm not using this guy a lot, so I don't really know if that would have killed without the third SP1. I'm cheating on Sentinel with Ruby's crazy. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, Kabam is streaming today. Ruby is the player's crush now. I don't know about crush, but I want her. I want her. Would you rank 5 Pav? If I had him ascended, I would. How's it going? What's your opinion about best champs for this meta? Best champs for this meta, I mean, Kingpin is nice, Zemo is nice, just mostly skill champ is like clans. Maybe like a Shang-Chi, but you can use anyone pretty much. You can use anyone as long as you mix your attacks. Okay, we basically need 3 more wins, guys. 3 more wins in 45 minutes, 55 minutes. Can we do it? I think we can do it. Actually, no, we need an extra win in GC. So we need 4 wins in total. I don't know if I can do it. Bones is really good this meta. Yeah, Crossbones is also amazing. Dr. Bong is pretty nice too. What time is the stream again? It is, oh, Tilapia. Man, it's in 55 minutes. What's up, Excel? Ah, trying to get to GC and we'll get Tilapia. Yeah, this is not gonna be great. Oh, dang, he likes the idols. Mr. Negative, huh? Respect. This is gonna be a tough one, let me tell ya. Yeah. Ruby was your first Titan Nexus. You're lucky, dude. You're lucky. Okay, so he banned my Britain, my Mojo, and my Spot. Okay, didn't ban Wave or Ruby. I want to see how he does a Gallon Ruby if I get her. Because in my opinion, it's not a great matchup. It's like an okay one, but not a great one. Wave can also deal with Pav, just not like insanely well. Okay, Wave can deal with Manting as well. Yeah. Cassandra, can't Cassandra do Bullseye, guys? No, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she does. If she does, let me know. Nova can do Bullseye. No, she can't. Okay, Nova can. It's a bit unfortunate. I was thrown on the pity. It was not 116. I had to click more details and I saw it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we didn't get Ruby. Got Jean though. Maddie. He's gonna get Maddie. Probably. Sold the soul for the idols. I'm saying overrated because they are not versatile compared to OG champions. I disagree. I don't know. Especially like Madeline, I disagree. I think she's really, really versatile. Nobody's immune to her damage, basically. The Kabam stream is in 50 minutes. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a tough fight, this meta. I think it's possible. I don't understand how that happened. I really don't. This is just gonna cost me the entire match now. Because I have to wait. My newer trucks are gonna fall off. Okay, wait, maybe they don't. I had a weakness on me, bruh. It's so bad. This is so bad. That's why I just don't like using G sometimes. This meta is so weird. And I can't even ramp up now. I'm just getting weaknesses on me, basically. Wait, can she evade my passive stun? Yeah, she can. Okay. That's good to know. I mean, I'm cooked. No matter what I do. Five weaknesses, yeah. Surprised it actually did that much. Anyway. No, bro, how did you not die? I had like probably 7 weaknesses on me. Yeah, this was awful. Probably taking Jean out of the deck. God, really, bro? It was that close. If that SP1 killed, bro, or if that 5 combo killed, I easily won that. Oh, there goes my best defender. I want to see what he does against Bullseye. Good evening, what's up, gentlemen? Stop losing, bruh. You know, I started losing because you came to the stream. Okay, so Cassandra Nova. I don't know. I guess I'll go with this. When is Towers? Towers is next week. 2 weaknesses. This is gonna do nothing, bro. It's gonna do nothing. And also I'm gonna take Neuroshock to the block. I should never have pushed it to a special 2. That was bad. Didn't even remember about the reverse controls part. No, I dashed the wrong way. I thought I had reverse controls. Come on, bro. Man, it's great. Okay, you know what? Can you just stop hitting me, though? What? How much? Dude, why are you intercepting me so much? Dude. Had to get freaking tilapia, bro. I had to. And the first fight he messes up, I mess up too. That's great. At least I had the victory shield. But I can't waste any time. Like, I just hate this freaking meta with some champions, bro. Like, I want to use my light attack with Jean. I want to use my light attack with Absman. I just can't. I just can't. With one simple node. Just doesn't let me. Yeah, let me check the Brack boss. It's probably going to be Ruby, isn't it? I think I've seen enough of Ruby, but let's just see it, I guess. Brag post. Wait, is that for Atuma? 26 bars Atuma Juggernaut? I mean, that's solid, I guess. Okay. Okay, cool. I gotta rush this though. Okay, no. I hate you. No, I don't think the meta is terrible. It's just I really hate when I can't use the champions that I want. Is that bread? Yeah, the reverse controls is pretty bad, I know. I hate that too. Yeah, Nova is good. I mean, he was always good if he was, you know, Sig 200 and you know how to play him. But, you know, that bullseye fight is not the easiest fight, but it's freaking tilapia, you know. He decided to go to GC today. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Did you get Ruby, Nick? No, I didn't get Ruby. How am I gonna get Ruby, bro? I'm out. I don't have anything. That's it. Everyone's taking wave up. Am I missing something? Yeah, have you tested her? Thank you, Red Saber, for the 4 months. So the crystal opening looked pretty good overall. Yeah, I mean, it did, but we didn't get Ruby, bro. So you just never, you can never be happy if you don't get the one you want. Like the #1 champion that I wanted was Ruby. Didn't get her. At least we got her in one account though, so I can't be too upset. I'll be a little upset though. It's justified. You thought she was slow for BGs? Well, she does her matchups in like 55 to 60 seconds. I don't think that's slow. Okay, let's see who's gonna be faster. If he throws down that Nico, I'll attack with wave and see. I traded you a Ruby for Madeline. I wish I could. I think I got two Madelyns. I just want to get her copy once so that I can awaken. That's all I wanted. But I guess that's too much to ask. I just realized I'm doing no damage because I have weaknesses. And now they're gone. Ah, bro. Freaking Penny, man. Can't even be upset because I have a rank 4. Okay, and I somehow am not shrugging off the stupid weakness, bro. I've got, dude, 3 of them? You've got to be kidding me. Like, what? Are we serious right now? And she's not gonna go back, is she? Yeah, just keep dashing at me. My god, bruh. Anyway, we killed her, but Onslaugh's gonna be a little faster now. Well, they're probably the same speed, but healthier. Yeah, exactly. If I didn't get auto-blocked, But it's because like that fight works. It's just I had the freaking weaknesses at the start and I didn't break the shield. I would have with like a combo if I didn't have them. But I didn't get any purifications. No, I don't know if there's gonna be any special drops. Maybe they continue the ones we had the last two weeks. This Madeline is max sig. I think she likes it, but doesn't need it. Okay, well, I don't think we have any defender outside of Sentinel. Maybe Pav is alright, but... yeah, this is where I would use Pav. And I can't use him. He's gonna be faster than me with Starkey. I wanted to save Prosperous for Photon. I don't. If I use him for Photon, if I use him for Gina, I don't have anything for Photon. No, the Kabam shoot did not happen already. No. Sure. I don't know how she dodged that. Okay, I'm gonna get a weakness on me. I am getting like very unlucky with neuroshocks today. I don't know why. Come on. Give me some. Give me some. No, we're just stuck at 15. I don't like this. Brother. If that kills, there's a small chance. Sentinel, you can do the fight in like 65 seconds, but let's see what he did. Maybe weakness to mess him up. Okay. Sentinel is never disappointing me. And now he's probably going to give me that Nico Minoru. I give him Pav. He technically doesn't have a single counter to him, so evade is going to be a problem. But I'm not sure how fast Wei can do rank 5 Nico. Because I did rank 4 in like 62 seconds. So I'm guessing I need at least 80. And also this meta is a little weird for Ruby for Wave. Because I have to do like medium light heavy instead of full combo heavy. So it's going to take a little more time. But it is going to be a safe fight. I'm kind of curious to see how fast it's going to be. With the rank disadvantage. He doesn't go Photon? Okay. Interesting. AI unlocked Ultra Instinct. Yeah, that was weird, that Dex. No, I wish you threw that. I really wish you threw that because my debuff is... Bro. My debuff is falling off now. Stupid. I should run it for 2 special 2s now. Yeah, because my debuff fell off. Yeah, this is... I'm not gonna have enough damage now. I can still kill her, but it would have been faster to go for 2 special 2s, I think. Get some Furies here. I don't want to bait a special, I'm just gonna play aggressive. Can't even do my full combos though, because the weakness. I'm dead. Oh my god, bro, like, so annoying. I had to get comboed and then she just, like, she didn't throw her special, so of course my debuff started to fall off. And if I was able to do like 2 combos with my debuff on, she was dead. But no. This is so annoying, bro. Like, that's great. And everybody's gonna say wave is mid now because I messed up the fight. Yeah. Love that. Love that. Like, stupid Nico just didn't throw the special when she was getting up and she had decided to combo me. And my debuff, my red debuff, the severe debuff that I had, starting falling off. And then, of course, I had enough time for one heavy attack. If I had enough time for one more heavy attack, she would have died from the rotation. And that's her best matchup, by the way. Don't rank her up, bro. I don't care. What do you think about wave? I don't care. I'm telling you that this was not supposed to happen. The fight works. Like, actually, I would show you how I did the fight, but I'm in a rush right now to get to GC. I have the clip recorded. Like, everyone wants to be just smart. Like, bro, if you think she's mid, don't rank her up. Like, I don't care. Do whatever you want. No, I cannot check Discord now. I'm rushing. There are so many metas where Starkey doesn't work. Is Starkey mid? Yeah, I mean, you also need to realize that the meta doesn't help. Having to stop my combo and do heavy again and heavy again, heavy again all the time. Just pretty much every attacker in this meta outside of the skill class is slower because of the weakness. Lizard is better versus Nico? Absolutely, yeah. He's faster. He's way faster. That I agree. But Wave is much better than Lizard for Kindred and Enchantress. That's all I care about. Okay. Take you and you. Just get crossbones. Corgi's gonna die from Cassandra. I'll show you after this. I'll show you the fight that I did. Because you all just want to say everyone is mid. Nobody's happy with the champions, bro. They're all mid. Yeah, bro. I'm not using Ruby in attack. You're gonna get cooked by her. Just FYI. I don't know if this is gonna work, actually. I don't know. Because, does she place any, like, neuter shocks with her special attacks? I actually don't know if I can phase into them. I'm guessing I can. I will try to. If I get wrecked, well, this is me just learning. I don't see any neuter shocks on him, so I'll just do it. I needed to throw this now. Thank you. It's like, look now, boom, boom, and then you can do this, and then a special one, and I still have so much time on my debuff. Like, look, if the AI cooperates, I'm chilling. She's dead now. She's literally dead. See how easy that was? See how easy that was? That's what was supposed to happen against Nico, but she decided to combo me when she would just stand up. Wow, that fight was impressive on his part though too. That's pretty great. Gosh. That's not impressive? Okay, sure, it's not impressive. It's like everyone is acting like Wave is like the best science champion. Like, who said she's like insane? But she's not mid. Did I ever say she's insane? I'm just trying to say she's not mid. Okay, so what do I do here? I don't have defenders. I have a Ruby, but can I kill this Ruby? Am I confident enough that I can kill Ruby with Cassandra Nova? I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, haters are gonna hate, I guess. Like, it's just... I don't know. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. It's like, who said she's, like, top tier? Nobody said Wave is top tier. Nobody said that. Okay, why are you throwing this when I'm blocking? That's my question. Oh, this is... Oh, this Ruby is dead because she... Oh my god. Yeah, she's rank 3, that's why. Well... Oh, she failed on my stun. No. There's a 50% chance it fails, and it did. And she still kind of destroyed me, though. Ruby's so dumb. Well, let's see what she does on my end. I'm thinking Heimdall is not an attacker for PGs. And I think I won this. Don't get triggered? What do you mean don't get triggered? I mean, I'm trying to tell you. If you don't understand, I don't care. I'm just trying to tell you. Everybody get beef with Wave, I know, right? Yeah, now look at that Ruby. Like, hold on, let me just show you right now. Hold on. I'm running low on time though, so I'll be very quick. So this is the fight that I recorded against a rank 4 Nico with Wave, but everyone's gonna be like, ah, it's their best matchup. Okay, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Trying to speed this up a little bit. We're doing the mediums. Boom, boom, boom. Keep baiting special one. She's not being super fast here because she doesn't want to do like double mediums. And then now we're gonna bait another special one. Insanely safe. Like, literally nothing can go wrong in this fight unless the AI just wants to mess you up. And then she's gonna throw it here. Hesitated a little bit. My debuff didn't fall off though. And then boom, go for the heavy into the relic. Into the medium. Now mind you, if this was not weakness meta, I would do 4 hit combo into a heavy, so that's quicker bars that I can throw. And then here I think I'm gonna go for one more special one, and that's pretty much gonna do it. I whiffed it there too. So if I didn't whiff it, but yeah, look at that. That's mid. That's mid. Like, this is so safe, but it's mid. 64 seconds. I don't think that's mid for Nico. I don't think we can make it. Yeah, probably not. Wait, is the Victor Shield on now? Oh, I guess it is. How is it? Okay, cool. Karo cooks Ruby. It's not the best fight, but it works. No, towers are next week. Towers stream is today, though. Yeah, Nico heals a lot. Like, you don't realize. The only champions that can kill Nico faster are the ones that don't let her throw a special attack. And there's not a lot of champions that can do that. Outside of maybe like Pav and some insane science champions, I guess. But with Wave, there's nothing that can go wrong. You just phase into the special one, never get poisoned. If you get poisoned, you can actually heal if you have it awakened. So like, pretty much nothing can go wrong. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win 4 matches in the next 30 minutes. It's just not possible. Madeline is so fun. Madeline is fun. Sentinel does Ruby. Does he? We're just telling you Silk is better, bro. Silk over Wave? I mean, it's 2 different champions. I would say Silk is high risk, high reward. If everything goes right, yeah, you better for sure. But Wave is more consistent. I think I like Wave a bit more. I like when the champion is consistent. It was great, so my take is I don't get into a race if she's punching up and make sure you're replacing his stuff. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Like, she isn't going to be the champion that you just kill with 1 special attack. You pretty much have to go for a special to special 1. Like always. Rank 5 thing is the first one I've ever seen. Wow. Wave also needs everything to go right. What do you mean everything to go right? having to bait a special? Is that what makes everything right? Imperioso for Ruby. She works. If you have her duped. You are going to take some unavoidable damage, though. Keep that in mind. Archangel unit cost prediction? No idea. Probably more than 15k or so. Ruby versus Franklin? I have no idea. Does that work? Her trauma drops otherwise? Yeah, I mean that's with a lot of champions though. If you get the passive AI, you're cooked. But I mean with Silk, don't you want an aggressive AI? Otherwise your physical vulnerability is gonna drop. Like, why are we arguing to argue now? I don't understand. %80 of the champions in this game need an aggressive AI to work. Doesn't make it bad. I mean, anyway, this is not me trying to like tell you Wave is good. I'm just saying she's good, but she's not god tier. If you agree, we're chilling. If you're not, sure. Do whatever you want. Okay, Kingpin for Mojo. Hopefully that doesn't go as well. Hey, Lucas. Oh, it doesn't have max limber at all, actually. I think we're gonna be fine without combat detonation. Yeah, we're chilling. Medium, light, medium, heavy. I just gotta hope I get to 20 now. 20 euros before the SP2. Bro is tilted already. You think I'm tilted right now? I'm chilling. Why would I tilt? I will tilt if I lose like C1 or something, but like I could care less. You guys think I'm tilted? You guys wanna tilt me by telling me I'm tilted? Oh, come on. Okay, my degens, dude. Okay, now I'm a little tilted. My degens fell off. No, bro. For a second, this guy's animation, like, it didn't have to take 5 years. Could have made it a little bit faster. Okay, well, I'm gonna take Tokagata Combat Detonation, and this is not fun. How many hits do I gotta do? 5? Yeah. I'm definitely gonna take the detonation to the face. No. No. No, degens, don't go. Ah, no. Man, this guy's so tanky when ascended. Also, I failed. What? I failed like the reverse controls aspect and then they came back. That's weird. Good. I prefer I-bomb for Nico more than Wave. I mean, bro, your I-bomb is rank 5A1. Like, what the heck? Can't decide who to rank 5, Null or Lizard, both A2. I'd say Null, man, like, absolutely. Null is just a much better champ. I can give him Wave, but I feel like she isn't gonna do much. Okay, so what are we doing here? Korg. Okay, we're gonna use Torch. And then next round, he's placing first, so this is gonna be easier for me. But I gotta win this one. I've done rank 5A1 versus rank 5. How fast? Kwambo, how you doing, man? I just want towers to have some sort of Titan crystals or maybe Titan Nexus, and then I'll be happy. That's what I want. Do I block a bit of the special one? Oh, well, I guess not when it's unblockable. This fight might be a little slow. Thankfully, he doesn't run limber, so I can do this. Okay. Okay, it's actually not that slow. Maybe? Maybe there's a small chance. I don't know, actually. Nah. Nah, that doesn't give me the win. Dang it, dude! Okay, we lost GC for sure, we lost it. It's because I have to watch the stream in 20 minutes. We're not gonna be able to do it. I don't think so. Wave seems more of a W champ to take Nico safely, but at the same time, 60 seconds. I mean, if you have a higher rank, and if it's the same time, like, I don't know. Why Human Torch getting Thorns damage? He didn't get Thorns damage. What time is the live stream anymore? 20 minutes. I'm trying to ban, it doesn't let me. Biggest adjustments you made to your deck this meta? The only adjustments I've done is put Wave and Ruby. Didn't need to do adjustments really, just play differently. Okay, drops is looking much better now. They said that it will be drops? Really? Okay. I really need apps for this null. Ah, he banned him. Dang it, dude. That's gonna be a long fight against this A2 null. Yeah. I guess I'll use Pav and go for like 3 special ones and just hope it's enough. I don't even know if it's gonna be enough though. Okay, what does he have for Ruby? Nothing really. I think he's just cooked against Ruby. He's kind of cooked against high Evo too. These skill champions aren't the best for him. Can just use Spiral for this one. Yeah, I think honestly, I think we win this. How are small fishes like me supposed to fight big whales like tilapia and GC? Just get lucky so you don't play against them. That's it. Nal does Ruby. No, he doesn't do her well. He has no way to counter the auto block. He's either gonna be slow or just lose his health. Okay, thankfully I threw SP1 there. Got too much power. That's also like a rank 5 serpent. Man, the splash tactic with Spiral is just ridiculous. He just doesn't get any power. Look at his power, bro. Holy, he's dead. That was a sick fight. So fast. Somebody did my Ruby rank photo with rank 4, 820 in 70 seconds, 85% HP. That's not impressive. You were just saying that 60 seconds wasn't impressive against Nico, and now 75 is good, or 70. With like 8-2 as well, so technically one rank higher. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Anyone can do Ruby if you wait the auto block. But if you wait the auto block, that's just gonna take time. That's what you don't understand. Why didn't you take Nico? Why would I take Nico? I don't want to use Nico at all. Nico is not super fast against Null. Pav is gonna be faster. Okay, he quit. Nice. He quit. That was actually really good. We might be able to do it now. I need 3 wins. Can I do... Oh, doing 2 wins. So if I win this in the next one, dude, I can do it. I can do it. I just need to win this in the next one. I gotta lock in. Spiral does that to Nico this meta, no bait specials. Yeah, dude, splash tactic with Spiral, with her power steal, so good. One of my alliance members ranked 5 and 600 Ruby yesterday after pulling her. Hey, they know. They know what they're doing. Since when did Carolina take Ruby? She does, but it's not, again, it's not the easiest fight, because if you get unlucky with the sun and you just can't attack her because she auto blocks you, it's gonna be a little slow. You gotta be a little lucky. Rank 5 Adam, yes or no? If you like him, go for it. Call of Satan is very good for Ruby. Him or Carolina? It's a tough one. I'd say Carolina is a little bit more consistent, but Adam is like much more damage. Does Splash Tactic do, and what does Splash Tactic do, and who else is busted with Tactic? I really like Spiral, and there's another one that I like that I forgot right now. So the Splash Tactic basically reduces their combat power rate and ability power rate, and it's quite insane. Zemo, yeah, Zemo, exactly. Yeah, Zemo was a really good one too. Pairs really well with his ability, giving them no power when they're rooted. Those two I feel like are the best ones. Sage will fix it as mid to make Nick more mad. I'm not mad, bro. It's actually, you know, if you guys are saying that someone is mid, that means I just get to use them more, and then you're gonna be missing out. So I guess that's a win for me, right? Because I'll be using the good champion, you guys are gonna be missing out. I can't stand using Spiral, then I watch you use her. Yeah, she takes a bit of practice. She works perfect in this meta because you also just want to just change your attacks every time. Sure, I'll pick Wave. I don't know what for, but sure. Scream rank for soon. Nice. Who's better, champion, Strange or Spiral? Strange is better for probably most things, but Spiral better for BGs, I'd say. Because Spiral does Dark Phoenix, Spiral does Serpent. I don't know what to do here. Do I just go with this? I don't like Okoye, to be honest. I'll try Hype. I think Hype is probably a little bit better. Just save Okoye for Spider-Woman. No, not just 3 Furies, bro. More. Okay, 5. That's something. Oh my gosh, she's melting. Okay, I'm gonna heavier. That's okay. Gonna take a bit of damage. Okay, she's dead. That's why I love using hype more than Okoye. Easy. Nice. Ooh! He was fast. Okay, buddy. Nice. That's a rank 3 crossbones, bro. Cooked. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so his best defender is probably Jean now. I can try to use a wave against Pav, but it's not my favorite matchup because I don't counter the evade. Let's just give him Nico. Maybe he uses Pav. I don't need Nico. I think he's gonna give me Jean. And probably kill her with Sentinel fast. But maybe if he cooks with Pav. Pav can do that fight really well too. Oh! Okay. Might be able to win this now. Yeah, Ruby's very fun to use. But Ruby does need cooperation from the AI, unfortunately. Because if your thing, dude, intimidate. If your thing runs out, then Ruby doesn't do anything. Now you're blocking, huh? It's 2026 and intimidate is still stupid. Okay, boom. Now you melt. Boom, boom. And an SP1. For good measure. Okay, I guess I need one more heavy attack. Nice. Come on, that's gotta be faster than freaking Pav, right? Yes. Okay, nice. So we won this. I think we won this. Now, if I should get to GC right now. If I win this, I get the Radiance. If I don't, then I might play a match like while watching Kabam stream. I don't know. Something. Spider-Woman really sucks for Nico. I don't know. People just think that match works. Yeah, it's not a good match at all. I hate doing that match a lot. Okay, we got it. We made it to GC. Now we just need one win. Hopefully, you don't find a demon right now. Just need one win to get the Radiance. Let me queue. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a spot ban. Anyone thinks Ruby's mid and attack should lack skill and knowledge of the game? Yeah. I don't want to open that subject of lacking skill in the game. Okay, the roster seems a lot worse than mine. So maybe we're chilling. He has only one rank 5. Ruby's gone, okay. Might be able to win this one. Yeah, the reverse controls, I gotta watch that, that's right. He banned my spot, that's crazy. That is just... Okay, Photon is an insane defender, even with crossbones, so I feel like we might be solid. Might be good. Then we got the Kabam stream up. It's gonna be perfect. Come on, we'll just win this and that's it. I get thing. Do I get thing? I get thing. Okay, so technically... actually... Technically, Sinister is great in this meta because he's immune to reverse controls, right? Black Panther Civil War is useless for him right now. Nice. That Zola. Oh wait, I can reroll too. That's right. I should. If I'm not happy with this, I will. Thanos is nice. Hype is nice too. Now, okay, we are gonna get cooked if he drafts like a serpent. Okay, that's good. He doesn't have a reroll. We're chilling. His defenders aren't too crazy. Just gotta deal with that, Yelena. Oh, face. Yeah, so it takes like a very long time, huh? GC push is breaking you mentally. No, it's not. Dude, I'm not taking it that seriously. I don't know what you're saying. Is better rank 5 HT or Photon? I'd say Photon. Double threat, you know. Okay, don't like the one Fury though. Hype. Gotta work on that. Okay, it's getting better at least. Okay, fine, I'll get a weakness on me. Nice, it was worth it. And then boom, we get a stun here. Oh yeah, we do. Nice, okay, we should be able to kill him with that special too now. And then hopefully he doesn't resist. Okay. Don't throw it. My goat. Hype. Beta heavy. Beta SP2. That's it. Okay. It's a good fight. Solvark was added to the base pool yesterday. He might finish with more HP, but I think he's gonna take a little longer. 20k, 12k HP for one level, that's 6 main missions, which are generally long and then skip cut. Yeah, that seems like a lot. What level are you now? Yeah, everybody that left the Titan as well is in the base pool now. So, who left? I think Carolina left, Nico left, so they're both on the basic now. So 48? Okay. Roots, you don't ask me, bro. I'm not I'm not making the ads. Okay. Come on, brother. You're taking a while. Alright. The Kabam stream is about to start in a bit. I think we're chilling. We just gotta win this round and then that's it. So we're just gonna throw down the Photon and hopefully she cooks. Yeah, we're looking good. Will Kabam stream have exclusive drops? We'll see. Someone said they will, but I don't know where they got that from. Maybe they sent a Discord message? I don't know. Onslaught. It's fine. That's fine. Let's give him the Photon. I think I'll use my Sentinel just with SP1. Guys, quick. Can I use Torch against Onslaught? What is he doing? Never mind. Never mind. I can use my Onslaught. Never mind. Yes, I can. Okay, well, that's good to know. I figured you can with the pre-fight, but I wasn't sure. Okay, I think you've done enough blocked hits, don't you think? All reverse controls, my god. I thought for a second that he was immune to reverse controls, but he's not. Just throw it, bro. Okay, since I got the special 2 now, I gotta throw a special 3, I guess. Okay. Took some damage, but it's okay. Nice. We got it. We got the radiance. That's all I needed. Thank you. Nice. All that for 10k radiance, you know? Worth it. Worth it. Now just preparing for the stream. Did they start or no? No, the stream isn't. Dude, we have time to spare. Like, easy. Oh wait, they did start it, but it's on the loading screen of the begin shortly screen. Alright, let me see if this is good. It's good, right? Yeah, it is good. Nice, perfect. And there should be sound, but not yet. I don't hear sound. Is there supposed to be sound, guys, on Kabam stream? I don't think there is, yeah, right? Is there? Hold on. Let me get my YouTube chat. Yes, not yet. Yeah, I don't hear any sound yet. Why are you so good player? Thank you, dude. I play a lot. Okay. I got the chat. Yeah, there's no sound yet. I have it on, but it's not. Are there drops, by the way? Hold on, let me refresh. I don't know if I saw anything. Oh, I see drops. Wait, what kind of drops? Hold on. Wait to see. Is it the old ones? Guys, for the drops, do you see them? Like, are they the old ones? I think it's the old ones because I don't see them. I know they're drops, but I don't see like the new ones. You don't see any drops? I saw the notification. Maybe you've claimed them. They start in 2 minutes. Oh, so what was that pop-up that I saw? Anyway, let's jump into it. Where is it again? Right. Okay. Let me just start watching Kabam streams from my phone as well, so I can get the drops if there's new. I'll put it on a sec. Yeah, there will be sound, guys, in a second, though. If there are drops on Kabam stream, I'll be going to YouTube in a sec. Okay. Okay. It's a theme song without lyrics? Wait, you guys hear sound on Kabam stream? Really? I don't. Are you sure the drops? I saw the notification, but maybe they're starting in a second. Yes? Why do I have no sound on Kabam stream? Wait. Oh. You guys hear anything? I don't hear anything. Oh, wait. I don't hear anything at all. Did you mute the stream or the tab? No, the tab isn't muted, the stream isn't muted. I don't know why. What? Why? There is sound on the stream? No. I did refresh. Speaker issue? No. Let me try something. Hold on. Oh no. Why? Why is there no sound? Oh no. I hear it. I see that there's sound. I just don't hear it for some reason. I see that there's sound. I just don't hear it for some reason. I see that there's sound. I just don't hear it. What happened, bro? What happened, bro? You hear sound? You hear sound? What? How do you hear sound? You also hear it? We can hear it now? Echo on my voice now. Okay, is it good now? Why do I hear no sound? What the heck? That is so strange. Let me put on a different, like, stream to see what happens. One sec. No, I put lefty stream and I still don't hear it. I don't know why. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, dude. You guys hear it now? Okay, dude. You guys hear it now? Okay, dude. You guys hear it now? Okay, dude. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I know why you hear the echo. It's because my stream was playing on YouTube. Okay, you guys hear it now. You have to hear it now. Because I hear it too. Just need to see the screen and we're good. Okay, we're good. I literally just unplugged something and plugged it back in. The same thing. I don't know why the sound is bugging so much sometimes. What to do with the drop? Also, yeah, there is drops, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna have it here. Okay, phew. Guys, for those that see the drops, the last drop, how many minutes do you have to watch to see it? Yeah, guys, confirming there's no echo in my stream now, right? Also, tell me about the sound now. Tell me if it's too loud or too low.
We're back here today with another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream, and we're going to be going all over
45 minutes.
Towers game mode. And to celebrate, I'm going to be free climbing the tower that we're streaming from right now.
Really?
What? Oh man, we didn't get clearance for that? I was so excited for that. This is going to be
guys, let me know, does it sound good? Do I turn it on? Or louder? It's a bit low.
All right, what is going on, Summoners? We are back here today for another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. I am your host, Kabam Asaurus Rex, aka Karate Mike, whichever one you want to do. There was a nice flash on the screen there. How about that? Some nice fireworks today to start this beautiful Wednesday off. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're gonna have a nice, fun stream going all over our new game mode,
still a bit low.
Towers. I cannot wait to share all the exciting details with all of you at home. It's going to be a fun time today. Now, listen, there is just one rule in the chat today. It's the same one that we have all the time. All we got to do is be nice. All right? Listen, I'm going to be nice to you. You're going to be nice to me. We're all going to have a nice, fun time together. We got a couple announcements to go over first, a couple things to talk about, and then we're going to dive super deep into Towers today. We have a very special guest as well. But before we get into that, let's start talking about some things coming here. So, for the June 10th live stream, it's going to be all about Towers, okay? That's going live in just 1 week. We are 7 days out from our newest massive game mode, going live to
next
the
week,
contest. Buffed Thor Ragnarok, he's now claimable in that new Champions tab if you've been collecting observance from Twitch drops over the past couple of months. The incursions for the Pump It Up Saga is going live in about 1 hour, so get ready. That's going to be a really fun and exciting one. And if you haven't heard, that Mysterium store has just recently been updated. And Spider-Ham is sizzling over to an Ascension pool near you within the next couple of weeks. Now listen, these things are coming soon, but what's coming even sooner, except for that incursions thing, which is happening today, is Towers. So we're going to talk about that today. But first, as always, if you are not linked up for your Twitch drops, you got to make sure you do that, my friends, because there are an absolute ton of fantastic rewards in Twitch drops. This is just a little snapshot of the past month and a half and a bit, really, of all the fantastic things that you can.
Oh, that's not on my end, right?
Drops. There is observance, rank up gems, and crystals, rebirth crystals, some energy, a bunch of other stuff as well. Make sure you go in and link up your account there because you do not want to miss.
Oh, it is 720p, the highest. I don't know why.
All right, we're missing. I think we gotta get the face cam back up, man. There we go. There we go. All right. So you gotta go into your settings here, connect it up, make sure you're linked up, so all the stuff goes right to your account.
I think there are exclusive just Kabam stream. Okay, it's lagging. It's not on my end, right, guys?
Contest of Champions. And of course, here at the official live stream, you know we got to do
the drops
some
are not good.
giveaways
Big
as
emote
well.
and revives.
So if you want to enter that giveaway, go on over to playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway.
For those that didn't get the drops
chance to win one
2
of
weeks
5
ago,
of those greater
does it
and
still
powered
give you
crystals,
progress though on the
or
previous
a champion of your choice
like the
between
June
the
live
newest
stream ones?
champions in June, Phylavel or Shatterstar. Now, if you're new to the contest, if you're finding this Twitch stream for the first time on the home page, if you're just seeing that we were streaming, a bunch of people, 25,000 in chat hanging out, you wanted to come and hang out with us today, and you want to download the game, hit this QR code right over here. Let's get that back up there. Download that. Hit that QR code and come play with us. Towers, our newest game mode, is going to be open to all.
Come on, I want to see Tower. I want to see the rewards, man.
Just
give me those Titan X's,
download
please.
the game today. When Towers goes live in 7 days, you're going to be able to jump in and play it right away. That is extremely exciting. A lot of our content is typically geared towards like progression level 5 or like mid-level and higher, right? This is something that's going to be there from the very beginning of the game. We're very excited for it. We can't wait to see what this does to the game.
The drops are horrendous. Yeah, people
can't wait to talk about it. But before we do, we got to pump it up just a little bit because we have some Saga content to talk about, some things that are going live, some things that went live, and a couple things to talk about as well.
Why we cannot keep the stream just Towers? Like
this right here, MCOC at SDCC. That is right, on July 23rd through the 26th.
I wish it was just Towers,
you know, part of the Marvel Games Lounge at the Marriott during San Diego Comic-Con.
What is this?
Now, this is a little event that we're going to be running. It's free to attend. Come stop by and say hi if you're in the area. If you're attending San Diego Comic-Con, come on and hang out with some of your fellow summoners, play some special towers in person, maybe win some prizes, maybe there'll be a wheel. Who knows? If you want to come and hang out with some of your fellow summoners, play MCOC in person with some friends, this is a great time to do that. We'll have some more details about this as we get closer to the event, so stay tuned to all of our social channels. We have a stream at the very beginning of July for our July build. We'll be talking a lot more about this there, but we can finally say that, hey, we are going to be there. It's not going to be huge like New York Comic-Con in the past. It's not going to be a big like Summoners Fest level event, but it is going to be a nice little booth that we have where we can come and hang out and play MCOC together. So if you are in the area, I'm going to be there. Come on over, say hi. It's going to be a great time. Now,
but it doesn't seem we're getting it, bro.
That is a great time.
Apparently, we need to see this when we saw it like 2 weeks ago.
Mysterium has had a very interesting place in Marvel Contest of Champions for a very, very long time. It's kind of always been like that wild card in between currency that's always had its ups and downs. Well, right now, I feel like Mysterium is in a really fantastic place.
On YouTube, it's
Just last week, there was a massive update to Mysterium where if you are an Elder Summoner, all purchase limits for every item in the store are completely removed. Now, in the past, Mysterium has not had that super premium, item to purchase, and there still isn't the Tier 5 Alpha, the Tier 4 Alpha, Tier 7 Basic. However, if you are Elder, we did add Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha to the store. So it does give you something to work towards for your relevant rank ups. We're going to be needing those resources to rank up your 7 stars to the highest ranks right now. If you're not interested in like ranking up your 4 stars and your 3 stars, which is what the store is mostly geared to be. Speaking of that, we've also added in T5 CC and Tier 5 Basic Catalyst as well.
It was,
right?
but now it's
so I think this is a very nice update
actually
to the store, and it puts a lot of freedom into the currency. It kind of lets you either invest kind of like into the past in a way, build out that 4-star and 3-star roster, or kind of utilize it to build out your 7-star roster even further. And hey, if you're a Valiant and above summoner, we also put in Tier 4 class Catalyst selectors. Remember back in the day how tough Tier 4 class Catalysts were to get? Now you could just jump into the Mysterium store, pick one up for like 80 Mysterium. Absolutely insane stuff. Speaking of Valiant as well, purchase limits were significantly increased as well. And going on down the progression list, we kind of like adjusted the purchase limits, based on where we think it should be for that specific level. But if you get to Elder, if you get all the way to the top, those limits are completely removed. All right. The Coliseum is raging on right now as
are
well.
you
Juggernaut
kidding me
has
right
been
now?
an absolute punching bag over the past 2 days. The amount
Okay,
of
I'm
health bars being
convinced
taken off
Towers
this
is gonna
guy
be like
is
10 minutes.
absolutely
That's it.
insane. We have 1 day left of the Alliance Coliseum for June, and that's going
Are
to be
they gonna
starting in
mention
about
Super
45
Supreme? That
minutes,
might be
where
funny,
the
actually.
Hero, Coda, and Dimensional Being tags will be the prime real estate that you want to look into. So if you picked up a new spot during Metamorphosis for Dimensional Being,
Come on, mention
you
Super
might be
Supreme.
pretty solid
You know
there.
it.
Future Ant-Man might be pretty cool as well, hitting at least 2 of those tags, and plus those updated rewards, they're
Brian,
looking pretty nice.
70-inch
now,
TV, I don't know
every
if
single
that's true,
time
but
you
that's
run
crazy,
Alliance
bro.
Coliseum, people are constantly
I
asking
might
me when are the rewards
look
coming out.
handsome in
They
that
typically come out
70-inch
the
TV
following
because of the
Tuesday
TV,
or
though.
Wednesday. This one's probably going to stay with the Wednesday cadence.
Tomorrow, Travis
We're going
has
to take
3
some time
tags.
to vet
Wow.
the leaderboard, make sure it's all linked up properly so we can send this
If I wanted
out.
to know
and we're
this
gonna be
useless
good to
garbage,
go.
I would've
So stay
watched from the
patient on
last
this
live
one.
stream.
It's
Oh,
definitely
wait, I
not going to
did.
come this week. We can expect it around Wednesday of next week.
Man,
but
just please,
speaking
Towers,
of
give me the
Alliance
Towers. That's all I
Coliseum,
need.
in July, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we have in the past. We have a special week-long Alliance Coliseum
What?
featuring Corvus Glaive
That's
as the
July.
Alliance
That's for the-
Coliseum
okay, you know
boss.
what?
Now, this is
Calling
not
you
going
right
to
now.
be the new standard.
Next
I want to
Kabam
make
stream,
that
they're
very
gonna
clear,
mention
but
this
this is
again.
going to be a special event for July with some
I'm
extra
betting
bells and
a Ruby
whistles attached
Thursday
to
on
it.
it.
We'll talk much more about that when we do get closer to this event, but this is going to be split up
So
over
Corvus is gonna
7
be the next
days.
defender,
There's still
okay.
going to be 3 sets of tags, and these are the tags that are going to be active during these days in case you have some rank up gems or resources burning holes in your pocket, and you want to kind of plan out your rank ups to like.
Are they
what
going
will
to
most
mention the new
benefit
Titan
you
too? I
in
think
your
they will
Alliance
probably.
activities and your competitive gameplay and
I'm
all of
waiting
that
on it.
kind of stuff as well. So take a screenshot if you want to take a look at this later on. We'll talk much more about this event as we get closer.
Yeah.
We do have a stream a couple of days before this goes live. Stay tuned for more of those juicy details. Speaking of juicy details, we also have something pretty fun going live in about, like I said, 47
Yeah, I don't think this is
minutes
going to be too
here.
juicy,
The
to be
Pump It Up
honest. It's just a
incursions, I'm
7-star
very
incursion
excited
crystal.
for this. This is going
And
to
I
be a
guess,
little
like,
shake-up to the usual
bit of
incursions game
Chavez,
mode with the goal to add some more
action figures.
predictability.
I don't even know
Now,
how many I have, actually.
we all know that there are a lot of different aspects of
Yeah, I wonder,
incursions.
Ryan.
The worst part is when you get completely roadblocked by RNG and you have to start over, and you kind of lose all your progress there. But the best part is kind of building out an absolutely massive, insane build with all of the boss hacks and everything else and supercharging your champions. So we
I don't
really
know when
want
I'll
to
do
dig
those.
into that and kind of like make
not
this
super
more
excited
so
for
about
Incursions anymore.
adding the predictability with some easier like sub-bosses and putting a consistent challenge throughout the whole entire thing. The major RPG threat that you want to plan around for this saga is going to be Unstoppable.
Wow, Punk, you have a lot.
Specifically with Emma
I don't
Frost,
think I have
Adam
81.
Warlock, and Lizard holding down the fort in those challenge zones, okay? So there's going to be more boss hacks. There's going to be a lot of other things to go through. There are going to be some special class-based boosts if you have 7-star Ascended champions on your team. Remember, this is the Pump It Up incursion, so every Saga champion
Of course,
is
of course.
ascendable. And if they actually are ascendable, they get some extra bonuses too. So throw in your Ascended champions, have some
He said
fun. It's
Ascended
gonna
and
be a good
Ascendable.
time.
Like, I don't
Also,
understand.
we
Is it
added
Ascendable
back
or
that 7-star
Ascended?
incursion crystal to zone 15.
That get the
So it's
benefits.
not
It's-
only
here
in
it
the
says
Radiant
Ascended
store
champions,
or the
but
loyalty
Ascendable is
market on the
different.
web store anymore. This is going to be directly inside the content, which I think is pretty great,
The drops
right?
are
So if you're
live?
missing
Yeah, I don't think-
Hulkbuster,
I'm getting them right now, I think. I got the first one
Captain
already.
America, Infinity War,
And on my
Mojo, or
phone,
Angela, this is where you
I
can get one of those 6 champions
haven't
from
gotten them
that
yet.
crystal. All right, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but Thor Ragnarok, the 7-star chase is not starting now. The 7-star is starting now because
Dude,
if you've watched all of the Twitch streams from the
understand.
launch of Observance, you should have now 50 Observance from this past Friday to go and claim that
Punk, okay, I see,
7-star
I see.
buffed Thor Ragnarok. First appearance is going to be available for about another month until July 8th in the new Champions tab here. After that, it's going to be replaced with a regular 7-star Thor Ragnarok. He's not going anywhere, Observance is not going anywhere, and in the future, you will also be able to trade in 30 Observance for Ascension Level 1 and 60 for Ascension Level 2. So keep on watching those Twitch streams, keep on claiming those Observance, and you're going to be able to get that Thor ranked up
My case
and
for Scissor was
leveled
getting the
up
saga
as
tag?
well, which is pretty exciting.
Wait,
Thor's a
did
fun
she?
guy. He's a fun time.
Does she count?
All right, man, that's the content coming
Okay,
soon.
please
but we
tell me
got
towers.
one more thing to talk about, something that we kind of teased a little bit last time.
Green Goblin.
It involves a little piggy here. So
Okay.
we got a little summer sale coming up here featuring
I would like
this
to get some info
fantastic
on
science
this, but
champion.
probably
we
not
have
gonna get it.
Spider Ham's sizzling summer
see.
sale going live on June 26th.
No, we've seen
so,
that.
We
have
didn't
seen
give,
that.
you know, dates and all the juicy
know that.
details last time. We kind of just outlined that this was coming. I
Every
want you guys to
I
see
see it,
7-star Archangel and Unowned and
Looks
all
like
that
Nick
kind
is
of stuff.
sleeping.
And
I'm not sleeping, brother.
speculation can run
Not
wild,
sleeping.
right? So, before we laid everything out, had to give a little bit of a teaser here.
You're getting
but
mad
I
is
feel
fine,
you
but it
have
is, and I'm
an
glad it
inkling
is.
of what this is going to be like. There's going to be offers available for
Okay,
both
come
units
Elder, float and fight
and
is too
on the
laggy.
Summoners Market.
Just buy a
and
new
in-game
phone,
as
bro.
well.
That's it.
There's
That's
going
it.
to be builder bundles
Easy.
all over the place in this sale day, guys.
So
We're
it's
gonna talk
June
about it in just
26th
a
where
bit.
it starts.
But Elder
It ends
Summoners are
July
going to have
3rd,
their
and
own
July-
tiers
it's not gonna be
across the
July
board
4th
this
if it
time.
ends July 3rd.
That is for the cash
That's weird.
offers, for the unit offers, and for the web store as well. There's
So
going to
June
be
26th, what day is this?
debut of 7-star Spider Ham's Ascension.
It
First
is
appearance will be on the
Friday.
web store, where 2 of his
Okay.
champion tokens will live, and there will be 1
We'll be there.
in the solo event. So we're also updating the build your own offer function here, and this is to give more agency to your bundles. So you're going to be able
Okay,
to
let's
access these
hide the face cam.
directly inside of the game store in game. So the way we're going to be doing this, it's an update to the usual pick 1 of 3 summer format that we've been running for the past couple of years. We want to kind of freshen things up
Each
a bit.
tier can be
Kinda
bought
like
multiple
it's
times.
getting a little stale, right? So we can't
Instead
always
of
do the
looping
same
back to
thing
tier
over and
1,
over.
oh, that's
We're
broken.
going to change it up here, okay? Now, there are still going
don't
to be
like the
4
sound of
tiers
this.
available for units, but in the past, you had to go through like tier 1, tier 2,
It
tier
ends
3,
July
tier
3rd. Does it
4,
mean there's going to be
then you had to
a
go
4th
back
of July
to tier
sale on
1
top too?
again,
I don't know.
even if
I
you
actually
didn't want
don't.
to. Now this time it's going
I
to be a
don't
little
think
bit
so, but,
different.
like,
We still have the 4 tiers, and you still have
It's
to
weird
go
that
through
it ends
each
in
one
July
to
3rd.
unlock them. But
Hi, what's up,
each
FTA?
tier has different purchase limits, and you don't have to go back to tier 1
This
if you
just
don't want
tells me
to.
that this is
You can
gonna
also
cost
get
more.
multiple of tier 1s if you want to go that way as well. So the goal here is to provide a lot of agency into how you actually want to
do
proceed
you mean
and get
small company?
rewards inside of this event, and any of the units spent on these bundles is going to contribute to the solo events, providing just more agency across the board. There's also something new that I'm pretty excited for, and that's going to
Ascendable
be
champs in
the
Nexus
first appearance
crystals?
of Ascendable Champions in Nexus Crystals for the first time. So it's going to be Nexus Greater Empowered Crystals, kind of exactly how you would expect. 3 choices
Grants 2
open up from the
champion tokens
future,
per
peering
pool.
into the battle realm, showing 3 potential options for
Presented
your
unit
Ascendable
offers
champion.
and web star
However,
milestones.
if you are an Elder Summoner, there's also going
Love
to be
it.
Elder Nexus Greater Empowered Crystals added to the contest. This does the same kind of thing, except it grants 2 champion tokens per pull.
Because
along with
why?
2 of those
Because we
class
want-
tokens
we
as
want
well.
to.
These are going to be present in unit offers and also in the web store
Ascended level
milestones.
2,
I'm not going to say
high
exactly
Evo
how
Kindred
many
is
there
gonna be
are, but there
running
are a
everywhere
couple.
now.
There are more than 2.
That's
I
gonna
believe.
cost a lot, bro.
So these are pretty exciting. These are
I don't
pretty
think there's
powerful.
gonna be
if you
more than
have
3 of these available.
one champion that's like level 1 ascended, you pulled him 1 time. Let's say you pulled, I don't know, Zemo always comes to my
But if
head.
you have
and
someone
everyone
that's
always makes fun of
1.5,
me for
then
it.
it's kind of a
Let's say you
waste,
have
right?
a Zemo at Ascension level 1, you pulled him 1 time.
The
You open up the
whales,
Elder
yeah.
Nexus Greater Empowered Crystal and you see him, boom, that's Ascension level 2 right there, because you get the 2 tokens that you need for that. Alternatively, if it's a completely new
27
Ascension, you
27
have
million,
to,
it's
you only
enough?
gotta pull
No.
them 1 more time from the Empowered Crystal. That's pretty exciting stuff.
Is it just
We're
made it
also
too
doing
early?
something else pretty big here, launching
what?
alongside Spider Ham's Sizzling Summer Sale.
Oh, freaky in the web
On
store.
June
What is this?
26th, we have a 7-star launch pool first appearance box. This is
What
the
is this?
largest box we've ever done in the contest. There's going to
36
be 1
launch
free
function? What
key
is
on the
this?
web store, and there's also going to be shared limits between the web store and in-game
CCP
for
box key
units as
giveaway.
well.
Wait, what is
and
the first
on top
appearance
of that,
launch
on top
pool?
of the free key, we're also going to be giving our
for
CCP some giveaway codes as well, like we've done in the past. So I actually haven't told them that yet. So surprise, guys! Little, you're gonna have some giveaways going on over the next couple of weeks. Isn't that great? Isn't that exciting? So keep an eye on your favorite creators' channels, whether it's on Twitch, whether it is on YouTube, or whether it is Cat Murdoch's fantastic graphics on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. 36 champions are going to be in this pool, and there's one free key on the web store. Also, speaking of free things on the web store, if you are the right progression level, there is a free 7-star Spider Ham if you don't have him. So make sure you go and claim that on the web store as well.
Oh, it didn't say Ascended. Okay.
Speaking of claiming things, you're going to want to log in a decent amount at the end of June too, because there is a little spider-themed supply drop leading up to this event.
Free Empower Crystals.
If you log in daily, starting on June 20th, you can earn progression-based champions and crystals. There's some empowered crystals if you're Paragon and above, and some 6-star Spider-Verse champions to build out your roster if you are
he said 36 champions. Didn't we get 36 champions in the first ever 7-star?
Here that can be pretty good if the RNG is in your favor. But who doesn't love some free supply?
To be honest,
so
maybe Chavez would be cool. I mean, we're getting Chavez, aren't we?
But what is a barbecue?
Oh, it was 36.
Without some wings, right? I'm a big wings guy. I love
Venom
wings.
Would be cool,
I love chicken. It's great. So Archangel's coming along to help out Peter Porter.
First appearance, yeah, that's going to be $1,000 for Archangel for sure.
Wings to the sizzling summer sale. There's going to be one copy of Archangel in the in-game solo event, and there's going to be a few copies of Archangel.
A few copies,
to be exact.
So maybe with $300 you can get them.
First appearance version being one of them.
That's still kind of too much, though.
Very important to note here, okay, because this is the first Chase champion of sorts after Ascension.
We'll have to see how good
Archangel
their rewards are
will
for
not be ascendable at launch. Okay, so this is 7-star base Archangel without Ascension champion tokens or anything like that. 7-star Archangel is pretty ridiculous in the damage department, my friends. So this is going live on June 26th. 7-star Archangel. Rank 5 Archangels are probably going to be all over the place. So really exciting stuff. But this is going live in about 16 days, if my math is correct. That's pretty exciting stuff. Now, very important thing here about this graphic right here. Really, really important stuff. So it has come to my attention that Spider-Ham is not actually a pig. He was bit by a radioactive, he's a spider, correct? He's a spider bit by a radioactive pig. I know what you're thinking. You're probably a little concerned that there's pork in the hot dog there, okay? Even if there is, I just want to say it's not that big of a deal because it's not what it seems. So that's okay.
With money instead of units, but I don't want it to be too much.
Everything is okay. You know what? He's probably burning his hands, and that's why things are flying all over the place. So are there some issues? Probably. But when it comes to ethics, I think we're okay here, okay? And that's what I'm trying to get at. One more thing real quick here. We're doing a little StatCast Relic update. Now, we said we were going to do this a while ago when we launched these. We never actually consolidated these pools. Now, raise your hand at home if you can tell me with confidence every single StatCast Relic in Wave 1 and Wave 2. There's probably a couple of people who can do it, and I'm very impressed that you can.
So are they going to combine Wave 2 with Wave 1?
Washed at this
that should have been the thing
If you scroll through the relics right now, there are multiple rarities.
Wishing it was like the underscore for taking units.
Yeah, man. For all of them. Now we have the Nexus crystals as well.
But I don't think it is.
Because they know how
valuable Archangel is.
So on June 22nd, both of these are going to be combined into just one pool. The way we're going to do this is we're going to remove the Wave 2 relic crystals and put everything into Wave 1. So, if you're like super close on the Grandmaster's Grace for the Wave 2 Valiant Crystals or something, and you want to just hit that if you're a couple away, we're going to make these available for units 1 week before this consolidation event.
I think my max is probably like 200.
If you are interested in that, keep an eye out for that. One other thing as well, we are doing a bit of a tuning update that won't really impact you too much. You might not even notice this, honestly, but the way it's going to work right now is that StatCast relics are very beneficial if you're high in SIG or at the high end of the attribute tuning, right? So that is the actual socket itself. If you have all the embers in and you're at the top level.
300,
we can just flatten these curves essentially to provide some stronger benefits at lower SIG levels and also lower socket levels if you don't have it maxed out. Although I imagine your top relics are going to be at max
we'll see what we're doing.
But regardless, we're just going to flatten out this to make it a little bit more consistent. So if you have some duped 7-star relics, SIG 20, SIG 40, even SIG 60, those are going to get a little bit nicer. This tuning update is targeted for July, a couple of weeks after Wave 1 and 2 are consolidated. Again, something that likely won't really be noticed, but just going to make them a little bit better across the board, right?
Okay, now it's got to be towers.
that was a couple of announcements. There were a couple of fun things we talked about there. I'm really excited for Spider Ham's barbecue. I'm going to attend. I cannot wait. I got my invite in the mail today. Very excited for that. Incursion's going live today. The Mysterium store is great. San Diego Comic-Con, that might be a fun time, right? But that's not why we're here today. We're here for something else entirely. 31,000 people came here in the chat to talk about Towers. Towers is launching on June 17th, Marvel Contest of Champions' newest massive feature and game mode. And I'm very excited to talk all about that today. Now, I have been very, very into Towers over the past few weeks. I've been doing a ton of playtesting. I have many, many, many hours into Towers over the past few weeks. I am feeling the power of the Tower, my friends. I know a lot about it, but there are people on the team who know even more about it. So we had to fly in an absolute expert from across the world. Welcome back to the stream, Kabam Neuro. Thank you so much for joining us here on the official live stream, my friends.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. Thrilled to have made the journey to be back here with you, with Twitch chat, with everyone. Shout out to my wife, who's at home sick, taking care of our 3-year-olds, so that I could be here. So,
Major
Mrs. Neuro making it happen.
Thank you so much, by the way, for allowing Mr. Neuro to come out. We really appreciate you, and we hope everything is going super smoothly back at home. But, dude, thank you so much for joining us for real. I know that you've been working super hard on Towers over the past few months, really. Lots and lots of time went into this, right? So we're going to talk about all this today. We gave a little bit of a preview last time. This is basically what we know here. So get the slide deck up here. Just what Towers is, it's a permanent PvE game mode with nearly endless content, theoretically endless content. We know that you have to clear floors, which are fights before the timer expires. We know that each fight is called a floor, and that towers are blocks made up of multiple fights, right? And we also know that you can increase your tower rating by climbing different forms of towers, and that there will be 2 different kinds at launch. Class towers for all your classes, and
Did
also
you miss something? No,
towers.
we just started with Towers. Literally, we just started. I'm not even kidding.
Contest, there are going to be rewards
25 minutes into the stream
each week.
It's all right.
Of course, we know the basics and the fundamentals as well. Each champ can only be used 1 time per tower, and after a fight, your health is restored all the way to 100%. Now, this happens whether you win or lose a fight. The one final thing we know here is that starting a fight costs 1 tower entry. This is not going to use standard Marvel Contest of Champions energy, all right? However, unlike energy, winning that fight rewards you with 1 tower entry.
So you can basically go,
in theory,
if you win, keep winning, you just keep going,
if you lose the
basically.
fight. So how far you push in towers is ultimately in your control. So, we talked about class towers a little bit last week. Or not last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. We talked about how class advantage makes no impact. And there's a big highlight on challenge rating.
Yeah, the new drops, 6 maybe, but they're not too great. There's
challenge rating
pick, I
here
think,
in Towers. We actually talked about challenge rating on stream a few months ago when talking about Ascension, and just kind of like what it is. You know, ultimately challenge rating is what determines like how often you crit, how hard you hit, what your armor is like ultimately compared against other champions. But for most players at the end of the day, it kind of becomes like a number that can kind of be put in the back of your mind. You don't really have to worry about these things. These are things that happen naturally in the background where number gets higher, good things happen, right? But now it's becoming more of a tangible thing where you're going to be really seeing it. And you're going to be like seeing how this impacts things. Talk to us a bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Very fair to say that challenge rating typically is something that maybe you have an awareness of, or maybe you sort of just develop an intuition for because it affects things like crits, etc. In this case, challenge rating is a direct indication of basically the power of your roster in a way, and as it's growing, right? Great explanation of the things challenge rating can affect. Some things that influence your challenge rating are, for example, developing your roster by getting more champions at higher tiers, the higher tier having a higher challenge rating, ranking up that champion to, again, increase their challenge rating, and then for 7 stars as well, ascending them, which also advances that challenge rating. And so in this case, in class towers, a place where We want the game mode to grow alongside your roster and reward the roster growth that's already happening. Challenge rating was just a really clean measurement of that growth.
So if you have a set of champs or higher rank, it's better.
Class Towers here, it's kind of like a way to, I don't want to say
but why is challenge rating? Why will it be key component? Is it going to be a node where if you have like a certain challenge rating, you get damage or something? Like
philosophy for Class Towers.
Because if you're good, you can do the fight even if you have rank 4 and Ascended.
I guess we do this. How about that? You guys want to see a Class Tower in action as we talk about it? How about we do a skill Class Tower here?
So is the Kabam stream
I'll get that set up. But talk to me a bit about just the design philosophy going into this.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a number of ways where you can talk about with others or for yourself kind of measure your own roster growth. Right now, maybe you're accustomed to saying, oh, I have 3 tech rank 5 champions, let's say, if you're competing with 7 stars. We also now have collectives as a way to say, oh, I've invested in this class to this point where my collective is at this rank, right? Class Towers are basically a way to, again, sort of measure and have an extra layer of fun with the growth of your roster. You can specialize in some particular class to some extent if you want to, invest your generic resources there and say, oh, I just really want to be like a tech guy for whatever reason. Or you can see the development of your entire roster grow across all classes from the moment that you download the game to the rest of the battle realm, effectively. This is, as you noted, something that will accompany summoners along their entire journey of growth. So
absolutely.
We're really excited about that.
Watch Kabam,
I am too.
Bro.
Now, real quick,
why are you complaining? Just go watch Kabam if you want.
All right, let's start getting it up there.
What the heck?
Talk to me a bit about, and by the way, really quick, this is the first time we're really viewing this. Completely overhauled UI here. We're a tiny bit squished at the top there, but it because of the borders and everything of the stream. Completely fresh UI for the mode itself. Absolutely massive stuff here. It looks incredible. Say it with me, everybody. The R team does not miss because this looks insane. And this is the skill tower, so it's red, of course, right? The cosmic one will be blue. The mutant one will be yellow, of course. But talk to me a bit about defenders in Class Towers. Who am I going to be seeing?
Yeah, so I mean, you can see just even from the 4 on screen here, we're not really looking at PvP top meta defenders.
Those seem very
we're not even really
easy,
looking
though.
at kind of the layer below those either.
I wonder what
Class Towers are all about
HP.
your investment in and your mastery of your attackers. And so with that in mind, we want defenders that can really set up situations where you're trying to get just the most out of your attacker's core loop. What is your attacker trying to do with minimal thought really to what the defender is going to pose in terms of threat, right? This is ultimately a scenario where you have a minute to do as much damage as you possibly can, ideally to KO the defender, and so you should be supported to just really think about how can I get the most out of this champion.
Yeah, so as you saw right here on the screen, I was kind of going through my roster and just kind of like setting it up. Now, one thing I love about Towers is that it feels very smooth. It feels very speedy to go through, right? Now, the timer is running. One thing that's great here about the timer in Class Towers is I could pause it 3 times by using special attacks. As you can see right here, boom, that timer is paused. So yes, I have 60 seconds, but I really have a little bit longer than 60 seconds as well.
Why is he doing so much damage?
Get a little aggressive here and go for it.
So you pause
the kill?
the timer
I think it's
with
going
3 of your
because you got those
special attacks.
guaranteed
That was
crits.
clean.
Now, I said it was a smooth process, a quick process. You keep the things moving here. Now, you go right into the next fight. So all of like the difficulty of like, the barrier of like, I didn't click the button. All of I completely missed it. All like the barrier of like, moving to the next fight.
That's
all
clean.
This
You
kind
don't
of
have
stuff.
to do anything
That
else.
is kind of happening.
That's nice.
On the pre-fight screen here, right? Now, talk to me a little bit about champions who are going to naturally excel in Class Towers.
Yeah, Class Towers, as we see here, we're looking at a 1-minute timer with a little bit of change there added. So you definitely are going to feel better using champions that can access their damage quickly. Those first 3 special attacks are going to pause, and so ideally that's kind of the window that you're looking at.
What are you getting?
So yeah, short-form champions that can access that damage, and that ideally, with the easier defenders, don't really rely on particular defenders in order to do so.
I think it's just going to SP1 with Zemo, and that's going to be it.
Health doesn't really matter in this mode, does it?
Yeah, you just gained a lot of power right there.
And that's why I did that. How do you see that? You see how I set that all up, right? So boom, look at this.
Why does it seem so easy?
I let him right at the special 2. I let him hit me so I can get him rooted, and that was a nice 800k medium attack right there. there.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing so much damage. There must be like a node that gives you.
There's a lot of different strategies that you can use in class towers that you might not use in battlegrounds or alliance war, even in questing scenarios where, you know, health is kind of important. There aren't any potions.
I want to see the rewards. I don't want to say anything
in class towers until I see the rewards. Now, that being said, you do still want to solo the fight. That's going to be very important. You don't want to lose the fight, or else you're going to lose your tower.
But they said it's endless, right?
Not the end of the world,
I only saw like 9
but
fights
you ultimately kind of want to still manage it in a way where you can use your health bar as a resource.
What aren't
now,
they
I think
telling
this
us?
is going to be a very solid viewing of challenge ratings here. Okay,
that's it, though?
I intentionally used some rank 4s that were undescended, some rank 4s that were. This was a rank 5.
I still don't understand why you need to use someone with high challenge rating. What does it do?
Ascension level 2 champion here against Red Hook.
Probably gets harder over time.
And we're going to see that the challenge. Nope, that's coming up next. But this is a rank 4 ascended Hitmonkey,
that's going to be a 15
which also
fight.
brings us to another point that champions who can do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time are going to be very valuable here, right? That was a very quick fight, even though a rank 4 ascension level 1 Hitmonkey. But we're going to see the impact of challenge rating right here.
Okay,
right?
let's see it.
Because challenge rating is more important in class towers than they really have been in the past. So here we have our rank 5 ascension level 2 Atuma, which, by the way, you worked on this buff, correct?
I did. Also a big fan. I think it's a lot of fun now. He's taken a couple of steps to get where he is right now, but yeah, I think he's solid even in towers. Again, kind of that champion who can ramp up quite a lot, but the ramp comes online by the time the tower's counting down when you need it.
That's the thing. 60 seconds, I feel like when we're looking at timed game modes like Battlegrounds, for example, where, hey, you know, if a fight lasts 60 seconds or so, the other fight might have been quicker, you might lose that round.
But I still don't understand why they mention challenge rating is so important.
I
mean, we know it gives you better stats, but it doesn't mean like you can't compete without it.
You don't really have to worry about like finishing in 20 seconds and 30 seconds. You have the entire time period here to go through it, right? So you want to use that to your advantage as well. So what about a champion like Aegon, for example? Will Aegon be good in class towers?
I'm going to say big no for a couple reasons. One is there's not going to be that ability to get the crossfight charges, right? You know, within each block, you're going to only able to use a champion one time, and so you really are looking to get the most out of them in that one fight.
That was the last
and then also
fight,
you're just not going to have the time within it to pick up.
I think that was the last fight. So
really
that makes a lot of sense, right? So champions who really want to ramp for like Everest content, probably not going to be the last one for sure. However, champions that have a little bit of a build-up where you go special 1, special 2, maybe even a couple of times, right? You do a couple things, you build a resource, and you have a nice big cash out moment. You're going to have a nice fun time with them. And I feel like Dr. Bong is a really great example of that. You want to go for that special 1 into that special 2 and have those really satisfying heavy attacks. And if you have a nice challenge rating advantage as well, that's going to be some really, really juicy stuff. So
yeah, I don't think it matters.
Here we get this
I really don't think it matters.
Just going to bait out this special 2. I could get a hit to make it go faster, actually. Should have done that. But we're going to go for the strike here, and he actually might die before the cash out 2, and it looks like he's probably going to die from the special 2. But
if you don't die, you keep, when you win a fight, you keep getting the tower energy, so you keep going until you die, I guess.
We climbed it a bit more, and the challenge rating on that Red Goblin is maybe 20, 30, even 40
How many fights in total? He said
you might have to go for all 3 of those heavy attacks, and then maybe
so this was like the energy he got back
before he actually falls, right?
But what happens now? Is it going to be floor 2?
The top level that you're going to be at.
That's what I want to see, because he's done with the first floor.
Where we expect you kind of like to start here, right? So that was one whole tower, and I wasn't being super hyper focused on this here. I was just kind of like casually going through it, doing a little bit of a demonstration. But that was one block of towers for one of these. So as we can see, there's no like super meta ultra hard defender in this. There's no major roadblocks. It's more so about like kind of building out your roster and then putting it in place, right?
So now he cannot use the champions he used?
Here. These are permanents, and they're meant to grow with your account, right? They theoretically have no limits. So
you kind of want to use like the worst champions first, I guess. Like maybe some rank 3s.
I was rolling right
just enough so you can kill the opponent in a minute.
But eventually, that's going to stop. Eventually, those challenge ratings are going to start to equal out. As your top
if you cannot use the champions he used right now, then eventually you're just not going to have enough champions to compete.
I believe. Now that's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
Unless you're a massive
and we talked about how this
ranked.
is going to be available at the very, very start of the contest. So if you download the game in a week for the first time, if you're new to MCOC, you can jump into towers and start making your progress, right? Now, because of that,
I'm definitely going to check this out next week, 100%.
Grindy at launch if you want to push them all. I mean, 65 is pretty high.
I think you can use them in the next floor. Okay, if you can, that's right. That's really good.
You're not going to start at block 1. You're not going to be making up 12 years of progress. You're actually going to skip right up there to where you're supposed to be in all 6 at the very start, and you're going to get the rewards and all of the challenge, the tower rating as well from the skipped
Any Titan
floors,
shards?
right? So now this is based on your individual account size. This is actually the block that I skipped to.
That's
that was just a copy of my account over onto the testing environment here. So I went up right to block 64. Depending on the size of your account, it's going to depend on where you skip to.
Lots of skill stuff, tier alpha.
Saying, thank God. Oh my God. I was so worried in the chat. And totally valid.
There's no Titan
shards.
Rip, guys.
I mean, listen, it's one of those things where imagine if you somehow, somewhere, never did any story content whatsoever. Let's just say, right? And you really wanted to play Act whatever, but you had to go through Act 1. And you had to go through Act 2. You had to go through Act 3. You would just be auto-fighting that, right?
What Kabam is doing
ultimately what this would be. So how we tune this is we're not going to skip you right to the very, very top, because that would be ridiculous. We'd be roadblocking you right away, right? You kind of want there to be some towers
when they mentioned Ascensions. Did you remember?
That's exactly right. Yeah, we saw those fights that you were doing after you had skipped. And again, even if someone doesn't skip exactly to there, they'll skip to a similar spot relative to their roster. And so that's about the type of fights that you'll see as you explore the towers for the first time, kind of get some fights under your belt and understand how it works. And then you'll keep building, and you'll steadily see that by the end of the fight, there's a little bit less time left. Okay, I need to think about this a little bit more, and you can sort of push as far as you want to push your roster, and kind of let it be as difficult or easy for yourself as you want it to be.
That's right, and we said on the last slide that also they may feel grindy at first, and even with the skip, that is still true. One thing to note here is that this is meant to be permanent content,
I don't like the fact that they said
this is meant to be that thing where it's like, hey, you've done your EQ for the month.
They admitted it. Okay,
Alliance War is off. You've done, it's AQ Meta Week, right? You're done. You did that, or maybe it's raids and you're capped out. You used your revives. You're waiting for the refresh on Thursday.
Because it's a cool concept.
You did your AQ path, right? So what's left? You did all your story content. You've done everything else. Incursions aren't on.
No bueno.
You finished your side quest for the week. All right, there's battlegrounds.
I like the concept, but I just don't want it to be boring. Maybe it's off-season. Maybe you're just not in the mood to do this is just too easy. Like, there's nothing. There's no nose. There's absolutely nothing.
And draft and think and be
just
locked in the whole time.
At some point, I guess.
Well, enter towers. Now you have that PvE mode, right? That's going to give you like that itch of, I want to play MCOC. So there's going to be like a leaderboard. I don't want to be like, super hyper-focused on it. I just want some MCOC, man. You have 6 class towers to choose from to make your progress. Now, if you're super sweaty with it and you want to get like all the way to the top, I understand. I'm the same way. I'm probably going to be grinding these things like crazy right away, But that's not your style of gameplay. This is always going to be there for you to get in there. You need 1 minute, right? Because the timer is 60 seconds. So if you have like a 60-second block of time, you could jump in and make some progress, because you don't have to sit there and do an entire block in one go. The only barrier here is one fight at a time.
That's right. Again, and we really want to support those different types of experiences of whether you have 60 seconds and maybe you're just going to plan out your block or look at things that way, or if your goal is to sit down and say, okay, I've got the next 2 hours, maybe I'm going to hang out with some friends and talk about it and try to figure out how much further can I push my roster in this case. Effectively turning into a bunch of mini speed runs.
I wish they just show us, man.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of different things that we can do with this, and we'll talk a bit more about that as well.
Doesn't seem like he could have stopped after completing one fight.
We've talked about tower rating a lot. Haven't really explained it yet. What is tower rating? Well, it's obviously built from the progress you made in towers. And the way you build it is that each class tower floor cleared grants +1 rating. Challenge towers may grant more than 1 per floor. For example, the Saga Showcase Challenge Tower, which we already know about, I believe that one grants 3 per floor. Right, so this can obviously be more. It could be 8, it could be 10, it could be 50. Probably not 50,
Probably
right?
not 50.
But it could be. The point is that it could be different from the standard of 1 in-class towers, right? And that's ultimately what tower rating is. Like, why does this matter? Why is this tower rating, that is the culmination of all your progress in this permanent game mode that is permanent and does not reset, why does it matter? Well, that we're going to be talking about after the next slide, which I should have done that a lot better. So imagine that build-up that I just didn't happen.
And
then I will do that again in about 1 minute or so. But how do we enter towers, right? Because this should have been happening a lot earlier in the slide deck. That's okay. Each tower floor
regular
is going to
refills
require
provide 3 entries for
now,
70
there are
units.
Two types of tower entries: class tower entries and challenge tower entries. These look different. The one that looks like the challenge tower entry, the scary one, that's what that one is, all right? So both of these, they cap out at a stack of 10 entries. The way this works is that both of these entries reset to max every 7 days, okay? So that's a total of 20 tower entries every 7 days that refresh. Now, the way this refresh happens is if you bust through all 10 of your entries, if you die 10 times, right, and you want to just wait for that to refresh, you're going to get all 10 at the start of the week.
all the drops.
If you mow through like 3 or 4, or maybe you're the most skilled mcoc player in the entire world,
is that what we're getting in the final bell?
Towers. That 10 is going to stay
2
at
profile
10,
picks?
Right?
Is that the
it's going to
drops, guys?
reset at the start,
And
so you
then
have your set
5
amount of
revives?
entries per week. If you
Some
want
energy?
to be
Energy's
that
nice.
sweaty challenge tower or class tower pusher, right? And you want to go crazy, min-max everything, push more than you should push. The tower is telling you, hey man, this is where you're capping out. Your roster is capped here. And you're saying, yeah, no it's not. I'm going to push it. I'm going to keep doing it. When you finally break through it, it is fun to do that. It is fun to push through that floor, right? And when you finally get it, it feels really good. There are going to be lesser refills and regular refills available for units
I still don't understand.
But again, you have 20 entries refreshing every single week. Now, remember that like fantastic build-up I did about like, but man, why does tower rating even matter? Why do we care about this permanent thing and this permanent game mode that never resets?
Rewards, please.
Well, because in every great game mode, there is a great set of rewards, right? Now, the spoils are going to go to the tower climbers, my friend,
now we're talking.
There are a lot of different
and then each tower has its own rewards.
Okay? We have permanent rewards and also, of course, temporary rewards. So each tower block has its own rewards.
There's going to be solo objectives too.
You kind of think of that like one path of a quest, right? So obviously, one block is a string of fights.
What happens if you finish the fight in a minute? I guess you just lose.
You're going to get a set of rewards from that.
And then you can just reset the fight with full HP, I guess.
From every individual fight you do as well.
Show me. I want to see those Titan charms. I want to see that Ruby, bro.
Yes, this is a PvE mode. You're largely competing against yourself. You're going on your own journey in your tower progress. But there are still ranked rewards based on your.
They should give everyone 17 rank 5 gems as compensation for their incompetence. I support that. I do.
Too. Those are permanent. For temporary, there's of course solo objectives or special events like the Rome event or whatnot.
Of course I will. I want her now though. I'm like a big baby just asking for Ruby.
Radiance we can get in towers.
Whoa, guys, how much is it? Zoom it in. I can't see. Is that 6 digits?
Tower rating. And since this never resets, ranked rewards will be rewarding your ongoing efforts in towers as a mode. Now, if you're watching this on your phone, those numbers might be kind of small. If you're watching this on your 80-inch TV, which I hope you are, and just like getting a nice big surround sound experience here, we should like stream these in movie theaters.
It is 6 digits, okay.
Right? You'll notice that number at the top is very, very high. There is a lot of potential radiance in towers.
Vera is going to be going for C1 in this, I guess.
Very competitive at the top, of course, but it goes pretty much all the way down as well. Even if you have moderate amount of tower rating, there's Essentia at the very, very, very end. But man, there is a lot of radiance that is going to be paying out. And this is an event that kind of runs like on a season cycle in a way, right? Similar to
300k in the first place. Seasons. Yeah, it seems like it, I guess.
It has seasons that we don't necessarily talk about, but it technically does have seasons, Alliance War seasons, where the rewards get paid out. And of course, there are titles as well, very similar to Battlegrounds and Alliance War. If you get the top title multiple times, it might upgrade to something else. We'll see if that happens, right? Maybe we'll just see if that happens there.
But what does that mean? What does that mean?
There's a lot of rewards available.
Do you get more rewards if you spend units on energy refills? I still don't get it.
Towers, there's the
I really don't know. I really don't.
Here, all you got to do is participate in towers weekly, and you're going to earn points. These aren't
because he said that if you keep winning fights, you get the energy back. So like,
points total
when does it stop?
Event to get up to 5,500
does the energy refill on its own after like 6 hours? Or do I gotta buy it? Like, they have to answer those questions, bro.
in one of the higher ones.
I can't be the only one that's
Power 9
wondering.
and above. You can get up to 5,500 Essentia each week. Now, as you can see right here, doing different things in the fight is going to get you more points, right? So just
I mean, I don't
completing the
really
fight
care about this. I think I'll
is
be
50,
playing enough
right?
to actually
You
get
land a
the
light
weekly
attack,
stuff.
that's 5 points. Land a medium, that's 15
You can buy
points.
it for units,
These
yeah,
are
but
things
does
that
it
are
reset
happening
on its
without
own, though?
you even noticing.
The energy
right?
refills every
That's
7
exactly
days.
right. Yeah, if you're just climbing your tower, winning some fights, you're going to get progress in this. If you're sort of at your limit for your roster in some
Okay, the
particular
energy
class,
resets back every week.
you can just
max
go
amount.
in, use the free currency, the free entries that you've gotten that week, focus on some of these prompts and knock it out. Pick up those resources.
Exactly. It's ultimately, you know, when Essentia launched, we know it was a little bit of a rocky
How
launch,
long
right? But I
is
think
this
it's
live
nice and
stream?
stable
My
now,
goodness.
where there's a nice
56 minutes, oh my God.
delineation between
They have to be
Radiance
wrapping up.
and Essentia. Essentia is meant to be that engagement-based currency where, hey,
They
get in
spelled
there,
Ascension wrong in the
play,
title?
earn your rewards. This is what you got,
Unfortunate.
right? But yeah. But then we also have those temporary rewards too. Like, for
Temporary.
example, the Power of Towers Realm event, which is a 3-week Realm event that is launching alongside Towers.
3
Now, the
week?
way this is going to work is that if you climb floors and class towers, you
Claim
earn
more points from
And
2 drops and
yes,
offers.
The
What?
skips do count. So
Okay.
get on in there and skip those floors. You're going to be getting a lot of points
So,
right away.
I
There's
am
also going to be
hoping
more
we
points
can get
available from the
Warlock
Twitch
Ascended.
drops that you're already earning.
for
Everyone
free?
watching right now, well, not these. They're starting in
I
the following
hope.
week. But, you know, the Twitch drops that
might
we
be ranking up
definitely
Warlock if I
watch
ascend them.
every single week. We're going to be putting in some of those points for the Towers events into this as well. And also there will be some Tower offers too, like we do with our engagement events.
If you
as
lose 10
always.
times, you have to
But
refill.
basically, Towers
We still
is
don't know
largely
how
going to
you
take up the
lose if you
side
keep winning
quest
fights,
meta
like, when
event
does it stop?
space
Yeah.
for the month of June.
They haven't
so our
mentioned a lot of
standard
things.
side quest reward budget is going to be placed.
Yeah, Warlock is definitely by far the best reward in this, but
But on top of that, there's also
Does
going to
Warlock
be
need
some
high sig?
stretch
No, he
milestones
doesn't
as
need it for
well,
defense, though.
featuring Warlock in the stretch milestones. He's also going to get a featured crystal run if you want to take him up to Ascension level 2.
Stretch
We'll get
milestones
that
means
first
not
appearance
free-to-play
as well in
milestones?
the featured Valiant crystals.
Really?
But Warlock's Ascension
I
is
guess we
going to
might
be
need to spend
attainable
in the
in this
offers.
event. And that's why he's
GGs.
plastered all over all this stuff. Every marketing asset that we have has this guy. You know, really funny thing
that it,
actually
though?
that I did not
Dude,
even
I'm
do
still
on
excited
purpose,
for this,
is that
but
back
I
in
don't
like
have high
last
expectations
August,
anymore.
when we did like
I'll
the
be doing this
beta
day
of the
one,
beta
just
of the Tower side
answer
quest.
my own questions,
I just
I guess.
happened to use Warlock as
This
like
guy.
as the poster child for that mode. So Warlock has, funny enough, been attached to Towers since the very beginning.
Yeah, Mike did this
so
fight
I
in
really
15
do
seconds.
feel
We
like
don't know if
very
it's like a
fitting
very
that,
easy
like, at
floor,
launch, you can
or if
ascend
that's
this
why
guy.
the rewards
It's
were
going to bump
bad.
his challenge
They just
rating
didn't
up a little
tell
bit.
us.
That's going to make him even better in Towers, and he's going to be nice and useful for your tech tower, which is pretty nice and thematic, right? He's always going to be there for your towers. I like that.
Let's go.
That's nice, right? But now we got some more stuff to talk about here when it comes to Towers itself, right? Now this is the type of stuff where if you're going to be super engaged in the mode, you're going to want to know all this stuff, right? But you don't need to know all this stuff to be able to progress in
does that
Towers, kind of
mean?
like challenge rating, right? It's going to help to know the challenge rating, it's going to help to know the in and outs, but you just kind of got to know that something's happening, right? Big number, good, right? Use big number, good things happen. But now we have the rules of the contest. So the rules of the contest are going to be a new standard in mcoc. And these are going to be used very sparingly across the game, but they're going to be a key component in Towers. Talk to me a little bit about these.
Yeah, so these rules are kind of a formalization of something that's existed for a while, and it's effectively the idea of, you know,
Are we rewriting stuff
this
now?
will be more fun for this reason, sort of because this reason says so, in a way. You can think of some boss fights, for example, like Ares, where he sort of just lays
The
down the
main
rules and you
question
say,
for
okay,
me
let me play
is
into this, and
he
you ultimately
used
can have a
Zero on
lot
the
of fun
first
through
floor.
that. So
And he used them
there's a
again.
similar thing in this game mode,
You know, 'cause when I
where,
start doing the push,
for example,
like,
with the
I might
challenge
use
rating, with the
my
class
6 stars or
advantage
something.
interactions, the goal is
'Cause
to
then-
sort of simplify what
I
you have
don't
to
know.
think about and
Might need
go
to
in
save
and
the
get it
better
done.
ones for next rooms.
Absolutely, right? So it's kind of just a cleaner way to like
I
kind of
wish
lay
you
down
went
the
to like
law.
the next floor
Listen,
so we can see the
at the
transition
end
and
of the
just
day,
everything else.
there are over 350 champions in this game. We have about 87,000 nodes in this game. There are almost unlimited potential interactions that happen in this game, right? We have relics on
Champs
top of
have to
that.
reset every floor? They
Synergies,
didn't mention
there are
them, man.
so many potential things, right? So this is really just a way to say like, hey, listen, in this game mode, no matter what, you cannot, for example, counter this unstoppable. You cannot, for example, heal. You cannot do this, right? So any potential
making
little
nodes
get
even
around
more
thing, it doesn't
complicated now.
break anything.
That's
It's a
cool.
clean way to kind of be like, this is what's going on in this mode. In class towers, ultimately, right? It's pretty basic stuff here. Damage taken is adjusted by the challenge.
So those are going to be the nodes
Class
probably for like
advantage
the
makes
latest
no
rooms.
impact. And we haven't talked about this yet. Defenders cannot activate their special 3, right? That's pretty nice. Now, we've talked a lot about, like, you know, the timer, do a lot of damage, be aggressive, have a lot of fun. There is this, like, kind of phrase in the community, and I'm sure everybody watching at home has heard this. Oh, they're a great Realm of Legends champion, right? There's a few I could think of right now. Annihilus comes to mind, right? Annihilus.
You can't hear me? What do you mean you can't hear me?
Legends, right? Just be super, ultra aggressive. Sometimes if you're that aggressive with these champions and other content,
I'm on YouTube and I can hear you and perfect the stream perfectly fine. Yeah, you can hear me. Thank you guys. Stop trolling.
That's not really
Please
an issue, right? You don't have to really worry about eating that special 3 and having your run end. It's going to be just like, you know, get in there,
how much do you think Archangel will sell for?
Have some fun.
15K.
That's exactly right. Again, going back to that idea
and maybe
of
$400.
How well have I mastered this champion? How much can I get out of them in this amount of time?
$300 or $400 for AA, and then
okay, let's put a little bit of a tower's
like
twist on it so you can even have more to try to play for.
My voice is loud and
clear. Exactly.
Nice.
So, you know, we've talked about aggression. Ruthless aggression here in Class Towers. Let's talk a little bit about masteries now, right? So, as we laid out last time,
again, I think what they're doing now is they don't answer questions,
right?
And they
now,
bring
listen,
in other stuff up,
the demo
and it's
I
even more
here,
confusing.
65.
To me, at least.
I probably could have done that with no masteries, right? With a little bit of skill, right? Because obviously I couldn't parry or anything at that point, no dex or anything. With a little bit of skill, a little bit of playing around.
I mean, we're just gonna have to wait a week and just
we talked about as we get higher in there, really optimizing stuff. You want to really
steal no Titan shards. I know, man. I'm about to cry, bro.
How important are masteries really in towers, and for who?
Okay, so
yeah,
I got
masteries can do a lot of good for you, especially when you're trying to push at a challenge rating deficit.
That's what I got, guys.
You know, we saw you fighting with a challenge rating advantage of maybe 20 plus challenge rating, and so in that case, it's quite straightforward. Ultimately, once you're at parity, it gets a little bit more competitive. But then really when you're looking at pushing, you know, defenders that are a couple ranks above you or a couple of ascension tiers above you,
if you're
looking to get as much as you possibly can. So some of the things you might look at are who are just the champions that deal the highest damage. You know, who are my highest challenge rating champions? Then you also start to think about, okay, my collective, is it as advanced as I could be? And then when we turn to mastery loadouts, there's just a ton of attack rating available. And that attack rating directly is going to convert into damage. And so you can potentially look at some really wacky loadouts. Maybe you say, oh, I don't need defense. I want to get hit a little bit. I want my health to be below 50% so that I can get that extra attack rating from the courage mastery. I'm not going to say that you should only invest in the offense tree. Still pick up parry, still pick up dex, but maybe play around with some very different setups than you typically would.
Yeah, it reminds me of something. A while ago when Abyss launched, back in, I believe, 2019 or January 2020.
No, it was just last year, right? Just last year.
It feels like it, man. It really does. But many, over 6 years ago when Abyss launched, for some reason, and looking back at it, wasn't the best strategy, but like the meta at the time was putting all of your masteries in offense for the Abyss Collector, right? It kind of reminds me of that in a way where it's like, you know, during one of the big towers playtests at the studio, I was up against this one fight. I was getting so frustrated. I was pushing much further than I should have at this point, right? But I just could not get this fight down. They were down to like 2-3% at the very end, and I was getting like real mad, right? And I was like, all right, I'm going all in. I like reset all the masteries. I just like optimized it like perfectly. I did like boom, mega attack, right? Went all in. I did it like 8 times in a row. Finally got it. Dude, it was such a great feeling when that fight finally dropped. And ultimately, what I would recommend at that point, move on to a different class tower, right? It's like because this was a play test where we're all in on just one, right? And that's why we have 6. That's why this is like going to span across your entire roster.
I don't know why they're just
there's undoubtedly going to be some
much.
people who are going to be pushing very hard like that. It's going to be a very fun experience for our very competitive, core engaged players. But this is a mode that's meant to kind of have a space for everybody, right? Because yes, that's going to be a part of this. That is going to be an area for our competitive guys. I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to be pushing this thing and having some fun, trying to optimize as much as I can. But at the same time, if you just want to like play some mcoc, right? Do some PvE content, not really worry about what anybody else is doing, move at your own pace, get some Radiance every couple weeks, get some Essentia as you're going through it, just get that rewards kick
Yeah, I know, FaZe, right? It's not complicated.
Right? You don't have to worry about min-maxing the masteries or this or that,
I kind of hope that's
right?
it, because
But there is a
I don't
space
think
to do
they're
that.
going to answer
I
any
think
other
that's pretty
questions.
fun.
They're just going to bring more up.
So we talked about the clock, right? The clock is always ticking in towers. Beating the clock is going to be a key component. It's just that there has to be a timer of sorts in a game mode, right? In class towers, the timer lasts for 1 minute. But you made a great point yesterday about this timer.
Yes, so it's 2026, and this is a new game mode, so we have the technology. If you pause the game, this timer will also be paused. So we talked about how towers can potentially be a great avenue of, I've got just a minute or two, let me play the game just for that period of time. Something comes up, your child busts into your room, or you got to turn your eggs when you're cooking them in the morning, whatever the case may be.
I mean, they do that because it's PvE.
Just pause the game,
it's not because it's
do what you need to
technology.
do real quick, step right back into it, and the fight's exactly where you left off.
Exactly.
Fixing the loading time videos, they don't do that because it's PvP.
Your mic in a meeting and say, I'm
So
aligned,
I don't know, they're
and then
just
you're good to go.
Exactly.
Right?
stuck.
I mean,
They don't know
listen,
how to
we
do
all
it.
know what happens here. Let's not beat around the
But
bush.
for
You know,
PvE, like
everyone's done
Alliance
it.
or
Everyone's
anything,
done
it just works.
Right? But yeah,
It's easier, I
now,
guess.
obviously in class towers, the major threat will be building out your roster, beating the clock, right? However, in other towers, timers aren't always the primary threat. I think it's very important to note here that while class towers
I feel like it doesn't get to a point.
Fast,
Like,
challenge
please.
towers don't have that same identity all the time.
I wasn't
right?
prepared to
So we
stream this
talked a
long
bit about challenge towers
for
here
a
that
second
are
stream
also
today.
launching on June 17th. The first one
see
is
some
going to be
Titan
the
shards
Saga
now.
Showcase Tower,
see 'em.
and this is also a game mode that you were kind of the
Is
father
that a
of.
4
Here,
to
right? The
wait,
Alliance War
guys, what
Encounter
number
Showcase
that gen
and the
is?
Saga Showcase was kind of your child.
Yeah, it wasn't my original idea. Shout out to the person who it
4
was.
to
They know who
5,
they
but
are.
is that 6-star or
but I was the first
7-star?
one to work on it and kind of build
Dude,
it out.
I think that's 7-star,
and
guys.
Ultimately, what that started out was, what if we had Alliance War
That
over
has
here
to
and
be
we put it in
7-star, right?
a PvE quest, and now we're sort of
6-star?
taking that
Is
of
it
what if we
actually
have Alliance
6-star?
War over here and we took it and put it in a tower while
1,
also
2,
maintaining some of the
3.
parts
Yeah, it
of
is
the Alliance
6-star.
War
Dang
Showcase
it,
and the Saga
of
Champion
course it
Showcase that
is.
players
Of course
have
it
come to
is.
like.
Right, and the
the
way
Titan
this
shards are
compound has
7-star,
worked in the
right?
past is there's been like two different kind of things.
How many
There's been
7-star shards? It seems
the Saga
75
Showcase, which is really fun. It
7,500
has
to me.
like the trigger volume in the middle of the field where you get the
At least
attack
that's a little
increase if you
better,
stay
but
in
I
there,
don't care
and
about
then you do a
6-star
lot of
stuff
damage after the
when I'm
protection goes
Elder, bro.
away.
Like, they need
that
to
is
just
staying here. That's kind
understand
of what
that.
you're seeing right here, right? The first 10 fights, the first 10 floors, the first
They're
block is going
introducing
to be
6-star
that.
Titan crystal
However,
shards, indeed.
the following two blocks are going to be similar to the Alliance War Encounter Showcase, almost as if it's like Path 1 and then Path 2. So this one's going to be celebrating Tooth and Claw, focused on that saga. In the past, this has been a 3 to 4 week temporary side quest. We're really changing things up with towers here. This is now going to be permanent content, meaning that there's no time limit to complete it, right? So we saw in the past one here is up at the top for at least block 1 here. We'll go over all the rewards in a second. For block 1,
Finally,
we have
bro, just
2
please do
Saga
it.
6-star fortified gems, some 7-star Saga gems,
They
some
love to
Titan
tease us,
crystal
bro. They
shards,
just
some
love it.
7-star loyalty crystal, right? Some other stuff as well. That is always going to be there. And one thing that's really interesting to me is that it kind of acts like a
My
time
chemistry
capsule for
classes
the
were
content
just-
in a way, right? It's always going to be there as a celebratory event for this saga.
Time to
And
think about the
for
new
someone who's
account.
maybe
I
not
bet
ready
don't
for
see
this
tier 7
content, or even
basic
someone who
alpha.
hasn't
I'm
even
not doing
started
it.
the game yet.
Tier 5 alpha, I
1,
mean.
2, 3 years from now, they download
Insane
MCOC,
rewards, come on,
they
I
make
need to
their
see
way to
them.
towers, they
I need
see
to see
challenge content, they see
Titan
challenge
Nexus,
tower
maybe even
archives.
Colossal. No,
You're
I'm
like,
getting
all
my
right,
hopes
let's
up at this point.
Saga Showcase Tower, you're Tooth and Claw going in it.
Come
Ooh,
on,
I don't
Mike.
have the champions for
You
that
got
just
this,
yet,
I
but
believe in you.
maybe I should rank up Toad. That might be he might be good for this one, right? You're ranking them up as you're going through it.
The
You
rewards
probably have
seem,
access to 7 stars a lot quicker in 2 years from now, right? Like much quicker than now, which is dropping like candy nowadays, right? But it kind of like
I
creates
would be
that
mad
time
if I didn't get
capsule
the
of like,
GC
hey,
and get the 10k ratings.
while those rewards are going
this.
to be outdated
But
for our most
thankfully I did.
engaged folks in 2 years,
My hopes are too
not
high
for
up.
them,
Yeah, I know, I
right?
know.
It's going to be a way to rank up those 6 stars and then later blocks 7 stars as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And if we think about
That's so
going back to
Nexus,
tower
I will send
rating
you a
and some of
DM
the things
of
that
me
we can
eating
do
a
with
hat.
it,
Why
we
would you
can
do that?
make, for example, challenge towers available just
Also,
based
that's
on
not
that
gonna
tower
happen.
rating. And so if you say, okay, cool, well, if tower rating is just a measurement of how much my roster has progressed in each class, then kind of separately from PRG, we can offer you some additional challenges that are going to be relevant for where your class tower progress has ultimately gotten to. And so, if we think of how back issues as one example maybe became a little bit outdated in some ways, ideally we're still offering this permanent content at a point where it's relevant to your roster, regardless of whether you're starting the game today, 5 years ago, or 5 years in the future.
Absolutely. And like we said, it's permanent, and there's no time limit to complete it for the main rewards.
Just show me the rewards already, please, bro. Please.
We may also have some objectives for getting through it in a particular amount of time. So the first Stellar Forged Green Goblin piece is going to be available here. If you complete all 3 blocks by July 10th, you can earn that Goblin Smile, along with 5 more of those action figures for America Chavez. Right? So get on in there, do that challenge tower. I will say, honestly, challenge towers were truly some of my favorite content that we've done in a very long time. In fact, I actually shot Nora a message one night at like 11 p.m. I went in like a few months ago just to like do some early testing and everything. I was going to do 1 fight to get a feel of it, right? Just like, all right, how does this differ from class towers? Starting to do my testing, starting to get ready for marketing stuff, all that kind of things. And I went through all 3 blocks unintentionally. And I'm like sending him screenshots of the fights. I'm like, dude, look at this one. Look how fast I did it. Look what I did, right? It is so much fun to like kind of look at the Alliance War Encounter Showcase, see all the nodes, plan it out in real time.
I'm excited for this game mode.
It really feels like, as someone who's been playing competitive Alliance War
not have super high hopes now, though. But I'm definitely excited to try it. It's permanent content.
It is the most accurate
I want it to be good.
To planning an
I feel like
Alliance
it's exhausting the way
and
they're just introducing
it.
it.
Play out in real time. So I am so excited for this feature. I think it is such a blast.
Show me.
The Saga Showcase was also great to go through it, right? It's just like rapid fire, boom, 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 boom. It is a little different from previous Alliance War Encounter Showcases, right? For a few reasons. You can't use the same champion more than once.
What?
Right? So someone like Corvus or Call Obsidian, not going to be great
that's confusing
in
right now.
the Alliance War Encounter Showcase. I mean, Cole will probably be just fine, to be entirely honest, but he's not going to
Maybe he's mentioning like in a fight.
Yeah,
definitely some differences. Again, our goal here was kind of thinking about it in terms of, yes, there's some trade-offs, but there's some really cool components as well. As you said, the interface was pretty carefully crafted to support this idea of, I want to plan out kind of this entire quest-like experience, but where I'm only using a single champion each time.
So how's your day, guys?
The timer here, again, is going to be like 5 minutes, and so it's very similar to War, where you know that you need to get this fight done.
Seems like we have
and it's kind of in contrast to a quest, it's bringing back that feeling of like, and I need to solo this, right? Similar to an Alliance War where you're trying to say, oh, I want to get all of these attack bonuses. And so with that challenge kind of being new and different, you don't have the option to sort of chip down the opponent. We also kept that in mind for difficulty tuning so that we can say, okay, cool, let's provide a challenge that has some good RPG answers to solve and add some comfort for this fight, some skill asks, but ultimately not anything that's going to be so crazy that that players feel like they have to sit there really leveling up their skills over weeks or months, forbid anything like that.
Yeah.
Really want it to be more approachable in that respect.
So, the last Alliance War Encounter Showcase was a step up in difficulty compared to previous ones. You're saying that this one, since it's a tower, you do have to solo the fights. It's permanent content, right? But that's been taken into account. And the difficulty's kind of been adjusted.
Yeah, there's actually
absolutely. And there's going to be some different difficulty that's going to stretch your roster a little bit more because, if you think of maybe in some war context, you're going to bring a path workhorse who takes multiple fights. In this case, you're going to need to plan an attacker for each fight individually. So again, keeping that different challenge in mind as well.
Absolutely. I really am so excited to play this again because I played it, testing it many
making jokes
times.
In the chat makes it entertaining. Yeah, dude.
It's such a great time. I really can't wait
I am glad.
Okay. But again, this is launching on June 17th. Cosmic and Skill Defenders here for the first block. Very similar to the one you go in essentially the first like 90 seconds or so. You want to focus on building up those attack bonuses.
I'll take the time.
And then when the protection is down,
those are so valuable for me.
It is a lot of fun.
That could be 200 sig
for block
on my
one.
Doctor Strange or my Pav or my
Blocks 2 and 3
Rhino.
Here, which is more so the Alliance War Encounter Showcase side of things. This is where we start seeing your Tier 7 Basic, your Tier 4 Alpha,
That's
your
it for the
7-star rank
tiny
of gems, right? Some Saga
we're getting
Value
some tier 5
crystals and
alpha.
everything
Dude,
like that.
this
They
might
also
be
Awakening Gem Shards
a
and
new
of course
account.
tier 5 alpha
This
fragments
might be
too,
where
right?
we-
So this is very similar to the
we
rewards
birthed
we've
a new
had for the
account.
Alliance War Encounter Showcase in the
I
past.
don't know. I need
And
to
of
do
course, if you do
calculations,
it,
and I
like,
want
in
to
the
see,
first month or
obviously,
so,
next
you
week
get that green
how hard it
goblin
is to
piece,
get to block
which
3.
you're gonna want to get because he looks awesome.
Because this is,
That character
this is,
model
I'm guessing for
is
Dinosaur and
incredible.
Meteor, AW
But yeah, this is super exciting stuff. I can't wait for this to go live. Challenge towers in general
that's
are
it,
great,
though?
right? So I think that, I mean,
I wish it was a little
it's
more.
great in the way that it kind of like has unlimited potential.
Yeah, we need to know how
what
hard
you
it
can do
is.
with it. So we talked a bit about the Saga Showcase, Alliance War
I am
Encounter
sliding
Showcase.
out of a shot.
It's pretty different from the
just
class
going
towers,
down right
right?
here.
Talk to me a bit more about what challenge
All right.
towers could be.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, towers
Yeah, I
is a
think we should talk
context
about
where
that.
the way blocks work, in that you have some number of floors and you can only use champions once each, and then the number of floors combined with the presence of a timer of some sort, right? And so at the end of the day, that's a pretty a freeing starting point that adds some interesting challenges in a systemic way. So we can sort of do whatever we want to from there. Maybe that means that in some challenge towers, the timer is more of a threat, whereas in others, it's less of a threat. We might see some of that in the near future. Or maybe it even means that we play for some kind of very different but tower-themed win conditions that maybe aren't what we would typically go for.
Yeah, I love that. I think that it really provides the opportunity to do some really weird things that we might not see in normal questing environments, right? So I think that's also a very stark difference from the class towers, which are more consistent across the board, right? So at least right now, where challenge towers are landing, what sort of champions do you feel like will be useful for these challenge towers
they're
going
talking
live
so
next
much. Like, I literally
Specifically
have no
for those
idea.
champions,
Those are
I
some
think we will be
questions that
looking more at RPG
we don't need to
in
answer.
contrast to kind of the power focus that exists and the challenge rating focus that exists in class towers. So if you have some effects that are in a very war typical way, can add a lot of comfort to the fight, that's still going to be something you want to key into. In the similar way with the opening quest and trying to play within the zone, high hit count can often still be effective, get those bursts of damage, those types of things. So still looking at the gameplay and RPG effects that you typically would in a standard MCOC fight.
Absolutely. You know, we're approaching 12 years in Marvel Contest of Champions. And, you know, it's really been a journey in so many ways, but it almost feels like we've been building up this roster for 12 years. And players have been making like educated decisions about like balancing the rosters across the way. And about a month and a half ago, we launched Class Collectives. And that became so much more real.
Incursions is now live
so much
too,
more important
for 27
to kind of like
days.
have that balance across your roster. And you started to really see the benefits
You can
of
get
what
action
that
figures,
could
you
do
can
for you.
get...
Now we're launching the class towers as well, right? And I don't want to say
I can maybe show you here.
taking a pivot. I don't want to say that we're like starting new, starting all this kind of stuff, but it almost feels like we're reaching a very important milestone in the game.
I know that they're going to still
where
be
we spent
yapping, but
all of this
guys, look at
time
this.
building out this huge roster of champions, 6 different classes, and now we're starting to see that
rewards
like
in
we've been
incursions.
planting the seeds.
Action
We're kind of
figures.
seeing like things start to bloom, right?
Then you get
class
empowered
towers starting to
crystals,
become,
some
class
of them,
collectives
more
starting to like
figures.
really make that
I think it adds
roster
to
start
10.
to bloom.
And then zone 10
even
you start
more
getting
so
1
than
to
they
2
have in
gems,
the
those are
past.
7 star.
And now you're going to use those
then
class
empowered crystals,
collectives and your
some
class
tier 7
in general
basic. Titan,
inside
guys,
these towers
Titan
to kind of
shards,
celebrate
bro.
all the work that you've done.
Okay, it's only 4,000
And as
though.
you're doing that, you're going to be getting Radiance
wait,
and
no,
Essentia
it's
and
not.
being
Oh, guys,
rewarded
can
for
someone
the
do the math
effort
for
that
me?
you're
Actually, I'll
already
do it.
doing, right? And I think that is such
1,500.
a really solid system here for just like celebrating the growth in your roster that you've been building for 12 years.
That's 8,500, guys.
And giving yourself effectively a new
8,500.
sandbox to have fun in with that roster at the same time.
Absolutely,
shards.
and I love that. And I really am very excited to see what our players do with towers. Is there anything else about towers that you
That's the
want to hit on
incursions, by
that
the
we
way.
didn't
Probably do them at some point.
get to here today?
The only thing that I want to underline is towers at the end of the day is a new way to experience typical fights in MCOC and also fights in MCOC that maybe have a different twist. And so we feel like we have a lot of possibilities with that. We have a really exciting launch lineup. We have some more content coming out.
I'm not going to do
even in
incursions today. I'm going to end the
soon
stream.
months,
That's after
that I
this.
won't spoil yet.
I'll do
But
streaming
we're
on
really
Friday
excited to
when it
offer
drops.
ultimately a new experience with a twist on MCOC.
Absolutely. You know, I thought of something that we didn't cover. The floor reset feature that you wanted to talk about, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, good note. We talked a little bit here about how, for example, in class towers, where you kind of look at big number good, me act on big number,
100%.
right? As you get to progress more within this content, and you start maybe trying to push yourself a little bit more, then you can start seeing, okay, my actions matter a little bit. Oh, I got to this one floor within a block, and I find that I actually wish I had one of my attackers that I had already used previously. You have the option basically just to free them up. You'll go back, you'll redo that floor, and then you can use that attacker in a later one. So you don't have to feel like you're being punished for not perfectly planning out your block lineup ahead of time.
Yeah, it sounds great, man. I mean, that's a big thing that we definitely wanted to touch on there, is that you're not locked into your decision for the rest of time. That'd be rough. That'd be a little rough, right? So there's definitely, there's a lot of possibilities there. There's a lot of freedom there. There's a lot of grace there as well, where, hey, just go back, just do it again. Kind of reset, almost like resetting the quest in a way, right?
Yeah, Nick, excited for that.
Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Official Towers live stream. It's been an absolute blast having you on. You're so knowledgeable about the game. You do fantastic work here on MCOC. We always love having you on, so thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Mike. It's been a great time.
It's been a pleasure, man. All right, we also have some giveaways to talk about here. Towers are going live in 7 days, but before 7 days, we have some giveaways. And I am feeling extremely pumped up about this content. It's one of the last times I get to do that, so we gotta hit the pumped up one more time. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I wrote like pumped up in like any sort of like social media thing or marketing thing over the past few months, I have a lot of nickels. That's right. That's
right. You get some
Thank you so much to
right?
Kabam Vincent for the fantastic theming, making things very easy over the past few months. But of course, come on, we got our giveaways here. Keep an eye on your Twitch messages
me a Titan Crystal
for glitter-empowered crystals or champion choice. For the champion crystal, we have Amy89 No, Legendary Sid. What's so legendary about Sid anyway? Congratulations, though. We have Aztec Soul 07, Ninos 01, and Joshi 33. Joshi, congratulations, my friend. And for the champion choice between Phylavel and Shatterstar, congratulations to PU30320, Roderick 112, the Kraken 1110, Owl 993. Who is that? And you're schooled. Congratulations to all 10 of you. Absolutely incredible stuff here. Now, guys, listen, man. Let's have a little heart-to-heart about Marvel Contest of Champions here. You've done a lot of conquering in this game. You've conquered Battlegrounds. You've conquered Alliance War. You've conquered incursions. You've conquered your questing. You've conquered your event quest. You've conquered everything. You've conquered 10 potential progression levels, right? You've conquered Act 1. You've conquered Act 2. You've conquered Act 3. When you conquered Act 4, you achieved the progression of Conqueror. You've conquered Act 5 with the Collector. In Act 6, you had the Grandmaster. And then Book 2 rolled around. And then you conquered Act 7. And you conquered Act 8. And some of you may have even conquered Act 9.
Is he gonna...
And defeated Karina and achieved the title of Elder.
So what is this?
Some of you, most of you watching, I would imagine, who are very engaged and play all of our content, are elders of the content.
What is this going to be?
There's been a lot of story content in Marvel Contest of Champions over the past 12 years.
Is that going to be like
and all of you know
what's it called?
So well.
Crucible?
When these come out, how it happens. You kind of know.
I doubt they announced something at the end, though.
When the next thing is going to happen. You know when the next story
Act 10 or Crucible, something like that.
Right? I can't get anything by you guys. You know how it's all going to happen already. Well, for those of you who are elder, you might want to tune into the next stream. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's going to be it for this stream today, my friends.
Why,
it has been an absolute blast.
I love that heart-to-heart, though, man. That just hit me. That just hit me hard.
It's going live on June 17th. There's going to be 2 class towers and challenge towers going live there, and 2 more class towers the following week.
I'm thinking it's going to be Act 10, but it's short. Okay,
there's a realm event encompassing all of our class towers going live for 3 weeks. It's not going to be Act 10 because we saw Warlock's Ascension level 1 in the stretch milestones. If you get in there and push those towers,
revisiting Redemption.
As well
I'm just thinking Crucible.
Piece. And of course, there's some Mysterium and some objectives as well, because Mysterium is pretty good now. So you want to get in there and get all that Mysterium as well.
I'm thinking it's going to be Crucible. I mean, that just makes sense, right? I feel like Act 10 is too early right now, right? Like, too early.
I love each and every one of you.
Because we just had a
27,425.
She's still alive.
Even you. And you're my favorite, and you know that.
I don't know.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to Kabam Neuro again for joining us on the stream. For those at home, thank you for watching.
Heart to heart, guys.
We'll see you. Ready to do it? You gonna do the thing? Gonna do the thing? In the battleground.
Sure. Okay, dude. I mean, that is pretty much gonna be it for me as well, guys. This is exciting, though. This is exciting. I want to see Towers next week. And I'm thinking this has got to be Crucible. Like, it has to be Crucible. What else could it be, right? What else could it be? Because, again, I think Act 10 is way too early. We just finished 9.4. Was it more than 2 months? I don't think it's more than 2 months now. But, yeah, man. I think that's it, guys. Guys, thoughts? See you in the battle room? Yes, sir. The cliffhanger. Yeah, we needed this. So that we tune in on the next stream and just hear what we heard in the first 30 minutes. It's going to be Act 10 beta? I don't think so. I think it's going to be something more hype. Is the Spider-Man ham sale the July 4th deals? Probably. They start 26 and they end June 3, which is weird, but I don't know. Usually July 4th is like the pick your offer type, and that's going to be what the Spider-Ham is going to be. So I'm thinking it's just going to be July 4th, but for some reason it ends before July 4th. I don't know. But anyways, let's find someone to raid on Twitch and dip. We are going to Lefty Knox. Hold up. But yeah, guys, I will be back on Friday. Might do incursions. Maybe I would be done with incursions by then. I don't know if it's going to be interesting for people to watch incursions. We will see. Maybe we do like only the last 5 rooms or something. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all very soon. Take care.